All right. We are live, my friends. It's going to be a beautiful and relaxing Sunday evening here. Just a moment to update my tags. How is everybody doing? Welcome to the VOD. Relax back there, Iranon. Welcome, welcome. I missed everybody. I wanted to play so bad. I've been so busy. I'm falling behind on this game. But it's not falling behind against what? It's just really about the journey, honestly. Been my favorite thing. I'm gonna do a little bit more of the Lost Orc camp. I'm still not tired of it yet. Okay, so that should be good on YouTube, which I think we're just good in general. Looks like they're changing a bunch of stuff here. Let me see. I will put LFG in my tag. So if anybody wants to group, actually, I'd be very happy. Okay. This is going to be 17 Cleric Adventures. LFG. All right. Okay, well, I think that we're good. We're looking good and sounding good. We're live. I think everything's correct. I always have to tweak this right from the start. Okay, so let's just jump into Stormona here. I logged in earlier, and I clicked on those new little tabs that they added on the patch for like graphical improvements and whatnot. So we're gonna see how that looks. Wow, look at that mist. That's actually very, very beautiful. Look at that mist. That is awesome. Man, it's those little details that I really love. I'm telling you, like, being down here in this valley, this really reminds me of Jagged Pine Forest. If you look at Jagged Pine Forest today, it's not going to be anywhere close, but in my mind, this is what I imagined that it looked like playing as a kid. I don't know why, but that's just kind of how I feel. Hey, good morning, Seabach Gra. Greetings, sir. How are you doing today? Really nice to see you. Welcome back to the stream. I appreciate you stopping by. You are my first guest today. How are you doing, my friend? It's really nice to see you. How are your adventures been going? For me, I've been quite busy, so I haven't really got a chance to play since my last stream. So I'm level 17 still, about 40% in, 39% in. Yeah, I am hoping I can get some experience today. I'm actually gonna put on LFG. Um, I'm hoping for some group action today. I got my spells ready, my level 18 spells. That's what I'm the most excited for. Just that new level. You inspired me, Slay. I got back into my Cleric. Maybe I'll stop by and say hi. No, that's awesome. That's awesome, Seabach. I'm glad I inspired you. You inspire me. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. This is great. Okay, so looks like they added some spell effects, didn't they? Let me see. Let me actually advertise too. My goal today is you know, I can solo for sure. Absolutely. It takes a little time. I'd really like to get a group going if I can. Maybe Hallnir, you know, maybe I'm level 17. There's a 15 summoner and a 14 wizard. Maybe we can link up. You're welcome to come to EP with me and soak up some XP while I solo. Man, that would be great actually. Do you know what's crazy? I have not I have not been in there other than I zoned in and then I just zoned right out. I wouldn't mind. If you don't mind. I don't know how if I'll be helpful. Last time I checked, those scorpions were red to me. I'd like to contribute. I can give you some awesome shields. I could heal, of course. It would be fun to see something new. Yeah, I appreciate it. Otherwise, I mean, what I'm going to do is, my plan is I'm going to turn on LFG. I'm going to hope for the best. I really don't have a great, like, network outside of when I'm in game. Do you know what I think I'll do? I have a very small Discord server. Maybe I can kind of organize a few things and have some of us kind of join in. That way we can keep up with each other. Oh, wait a second. You're right. I misunderstood. Scorpions are silent plains. Where is EP then? I'm trying to think. Eastern Plains, right? Is that a different one? I haven't even... This is like... I haven't ventured outside the zone. Let's start with this yellow brute. Just kind of shake off the rust here. It feels really good being away for a while and then coming back into the game. The new lighting improvements look really good. But yeah, Seabach, if you're going to be around for a while, I'm hoping I can get a good 3-hour XP session in. That's kind of my goal. I'm always happy to play with anybody. Just don't want to hold you up. I'm going to enjoy some nice coffee. I'm telling you, it's been a week, so this is so nice. Oh, Seabach, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Hopefully you don't get spammed with ads. That's why I kind of like YouTube a little bit more. Yeah, there is a slight delay, unfortunately. I have a few second head start. What we could do is possibly jump into Discord, maybe. Or we could just chat on the game. Either way, I'm good with anything. My heart is open to adventure. I don't think today will be the day, but I would like to get to 18. That's been kind of my immediate goal. Once I'm 18, I think I'll be in a really good spot and I can really take my time. I just really want to see what those spells are like. Oh, you're on... Welcome to join the Napalm server and BS. Okay. I wasn't sure if you were in that guild or not. Is EP Eastern Plains? Is that correct? Look at this. What a great start that we have. Uh-oh. Let's see here. Let's see if this works.
There he is.
Hello, sir.
I'll go
How's
ahead and mute.
life?
I'm going to mute your Twitter or your Twitch, but I'll be in here.
Okay. Give me just a second here. I'm gonna turn you up very slightly. Sound
Okay.
has been a major issue for me.
Well,
Hopefully,
I saw you in Orc Valley there, so I'm running through there looking for you. No, I was suggesting EP because I can solo the critters around the lake in King's Watch near King's Watch and EP, and they run around 20ish, level 20ish, and so they'd probably be great experience for you, and I can solo them no problem.
let's try
But
it. That's very
well,
exciting.
the critters probably would eat you for breakfast over there if you don't have somebody with you until you hit like 20, 21. So, um, where are you at in? Actually, let me invite you. Hold
Do you
on.
have a
There-
YouTube channel or Twitch or anything that you would
Oh
like
no,
tagged on my notes, I
nah,
guess? Okay.
nah, I don't stream. I just play too many games.
No, this is great. No, this is really awesome. Thank you.
Oh, you're behind me. How did I miss you?
So, I'm like right at the bottom of the cliff there.
Yeah, I'm gonna back. I got the radio. That's one thing I like about this game. Fighting people is easy because you got the radial dial on your
Yeah.
character on your group thing.
Yeah, it's very helpful. It's very helpful.
Yeah, I had to take a break off my cleric for about a week. I went to summoner for a little while, but then we had my group was all like, "Oh my gosh, we need a cleric! We need a cleric!" I'm like, "All right, going back,"
Yeah.
and I haven't gone back since. There you are.
Oh, one other thing I wanted to ask you. Would it annoy you if I'm constantly talking to people on this? I can do push to
Not at
talk.
all.
That way we can talk as, if needed.
I'm not worried now.
Okay.
Okay,
Awesome.
so your buffs are gonna be pretty much the same as mine right now. So I'm gonna free buff myself
Oh,
or
are you also you're also a
everything.
cleric. I got you. I got you. Okay. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure if you were going to be on another class.
No, I just did 24 last night, and so I got the 50% res and the higher level nuke and stuff, so which is nice.
Man, that's awesome.
There's a little trick to skip because Silent Plains is directly south of us here. Yeah, I just mute your Twitch over there and have it on the other screen, so I can just hear you over Discord's all. So
Awesome.
I know all these are going to give you experience, so we can kill all these, but I'm going to show you how I get to EP
Okay.
and the town there and then the lake around it. It's really good experience since all these give you experience, right?
Yeah, actually all of
Oh,
these are this one's white to me. There's some
okay.
yellows. Shamans are the ones I've been trying to avoid. Shamans basically cancel me
Yeah.
out.
Well, they got a lot of nukes, so I usually start out with the divine enfeeblement, start out the nuke right after that, and then just start going to town with my abilities. Normally I'll put up a shield, but these guys don't really hold a whole lot of crit right
Hey, I wanted to ask you, so this spell that
now.
clerics get at level 18, I see that you have a divine favor that heals you. Does that
Yeah,
stack with prayerful combat?
it does. Yep.
Wow,
So you get
okay.
mana and healing back from it. I usually put the divine that one on the tank typically though. Oh hey, guess what dropped? A monk piece.
Oh, nice.
You're
You're
welcome to. I need to swap out my force though.
you're welcome to any loot, by the way. I'm just
Oh, I
chilling.
know.
This is my only class. Dude, I've been so incredibly busy. I think I just have to stick with what I got. I mean, it might be fun to
Oh yeah.
start over, but I feel like I've
I'm
been playing like once a week.
I'm not a real big I'm not real big on alts. Only reason I
Okay.
went to a summoner is because I was getting frustrated fighting groups with my cleric for a little while there, and
Yeah.
so I wanted to play summoner because I figured they could solo better. There's a skirmisher to get him on the way. So yeah, I usually start the combat with the divine enfeeblement, then nuke, and then just cycle through all my freebie attacks, and then nuke again. Be aware too that ability that you use, it gives us a speed buff and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Like a damage buff. You can only one cleric. You can only have that one from one cleric. I was in a group with 2 clerics, and I'm like, all right, everything multiple. No, they don't stack.
Oh, okay, yeah. Some.
I mean, I
I
don't care if you
gotcha.
use that. I'm just letting you know.
I need to pay attention to what you're using so we don't step on each other's
Oh,
toes.
most of it doesn't step on anything.
See, this
Because
is
I'm an
awesome. Who
EP.
said clerics couldn't solo?
Oh no, well, you gotta understand, I'm 24 too. These guys are all great at me, and they're solo. But I was leveling on these guys. There's many mornings I come in before work and sort of just play around with these guys before I start work because I work from home.
Oh, okay, awesome. Congrats.
But
That's the dream.
my normal routine, if I'm like over an EP or anything else, first of all I'll pop a shield, then I'll do an enfeeblement, then a castigate, which is what you got right now. Then they come running in. Then I'll cycle through divine favor, into quick discipline, into labor blessing, because labor blessing gives you a free heal if you need it. Plus it hits hard. And then I go back to my single target attack.
I think that's a wonderful strategy.
But I mean, I don't always need the shielding all that up. But problem is, every now and then I gotta sit down and get some experience, mana back.
Man, this is great. So, are you like a original Pantheon backer
Oh
or
no.
follower, or you just kind of decided to try the game?
Oh no. I was playing in Throne Liberty.
Okay.
I've played a lot of MMOs over the years. I mean, from original, before Everquest, I played Asheron's Call. And this is
Okay.
gonna date me, but I used to play Muds and Mushes. Remember the stood for multi-user dimension.
Yep.
Basically, it was like Zork. It was like an online text-based MMO.
Wow. So,
And
this isn't your
but I
first
started.
rodeo, to say the least.
Oh no, I played just about almost every MMO out there for some degree.
Man, that is
WoW,
awesome.
but I got into this one because I was over there playing Throne Liberty with some friends, and one of my buddies said, "You gotta come try this. It's really cool." And I'm like, but the first few days of playing this, I felt like a little baby crawling around in the dark trying to figure things out. I tell you, because
Yeah.
this game just does not hold your hand unless you got some friends to tell you about how and what to do. Everything it's kind of rough. I told people when I comment on people's videos on YouTube when they talk about this, I say this game is kind of the epitome of don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
Because it looked rough and tough and bad old school graphics on the outside, but you start getting into it and it has some really crazy good depth and stuff. Although I haven't liked what they did with the water recently. I don't like that change they made to the water.
I haven't
And the
checked it
Unity
out.
6 that.
Yeah.
I like the original one because the current one looks like like a watery clear jello wiggling. I swear.
Oh, okay. Wow, yeah. I like the kind of how mysterious it all seems when you first jump in, and it's just like you don't. It kind of feels like you're sinking.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true.
Um,
Yeah, but the game just doesn't hold your hand for anything, and
yeah,
which is at first I was not used to, and I was kind of going, I don't know about this, but now
yeah,
that I've gotten used to it and stuff, and I got guildies to play with, and I think honestly a lot of people right now are probably waiting for Druid. I know several people in my guild are. They've kind of off and on playing right now because they're thinking they want a Druid really
yeah.
bad.
Dude, I'll be honest, like I almost quit this game and like refunded it. I logged in. I didn't I mean, I'm
Hmm.
still kind of dubious about the graphic style, honestly. I'm just
Oh
not a
yeah,
fan of I mean, Unity if done well, it can be right. I'm not a game developer, so I don't know, but the art style didn't really grip me and just the fact that there's no
right.
you know how EverQuest just kind of had that charm, like the whole
Yeah,
lore of
yeah.
Norath and yeah, there's just something that
I think this one can have it eventually. It's
yeah,
just they've been working on it for so long with such a small team that it's going
exactly.
to take a while before it gets there. And I got a feeling, I mean, I'm really enjoying this, but I got a feeling that, you know, they're up against a clock with, but which they don't care about. I'm sure they want to make it do it right. But I feel
Yeah.
like they're up against a clock with some of the other big MMOs coming out this year, like Ion 2 and a few others that are going to be releasing. So it's like,
Yeah, definitely.
it's gonna draw some people away, but I think Joppa, from the feeling I got from him and his team, are just gonna keep trudging along, doing what they enjoy until they get there. And once they get there, if people are there to play, they're great. If not, they're gonna keep doing what they're doing, which I get. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but
But
I'm
this
excited, man.
feels.
Yeah.
What's that?
I'm excited. Like EverQuest was a very special game to me, and I didn't play
Oh
as
yeah.
many MMOs as you did, so I kind of have
Hey,
just a very small, limited perspective. But I loved the original EverQuest so much.
we used to call it Evercrack for a reason.
Yeah. What server did you play on?
Oh gosh, I don't even remember.
Oh, okay.
But I remember, just so you understand how much I played, I patterned my character in Throne Liberty to look like Furiel and Revive. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh
Remember
yes.
who Furiel and Revive was?
Yeah.
That she was the
Check out
cover girl for.
check out the
What's that?
stream. I have my little statue from Planes of Power. I don't know how
Nice.
delayed it
Yeah,
is.
that's her. That's
That's
her.
that's my hero on my desk. Yeah, that's my woman
But
right there.
a lot of the modern games have a lot more detail that you can put into your character. So when I made my character in Throne Liberty, I tried to pattern her to look like Furiel and Revive, and then get outfits to look like her and stuff. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like this game is gonna fill a niche for a little while for me, and if it picks up, great. If not, yeah, I can move on to something else.
Yeah, and do you know what? I think that's a very healthy way to approach the situation. A lot of people are like, you know, this game can do no wrong, or it's gonna be great. And
Well, bunch
yeah,
of people in my guild are thinking that monsters and memories will overtake this, and I'm like, well, I don't know. That one feels like it's getting really, really, really too cartoony for me. I don't know. We'll see. Plus, it's very hardcore.
yeah. I'm very excited about that game. I think it's gonna be closer to EverQuest than this game is, because this is kind of like an evolution. You got inspiration from World of
Right.
Warcraft Classic and a bunch of other stuff, whereas Monsters and Memories will be more like a true EverQuest sort of. I don't
I'll
want
have
to
to
say
wait and
clone,
see.
but oh
Oh,
shit,
hello. We got a friend.
we
We got
got
a friend.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm kind of dubious because I'm not a real big fan of really going full cartoony to
I
some degree,
gotcha.
but I'm just backing off so those other guys don't come in too. But we'll see. On most part, I've liked the more realistic stuff because people will joke with me and they'll be like, "Why don't you want to play a classic WoW?" And I'm like, "Well, because I played classic WoW back when it was the regular WoW, so I'm not a real big fan of going back to playing that again."
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then they came out with WoW SOD Season of Discovery, which felt nostalgic but at the same
Oh,
time new.
yeah. I don't know how he didn't see me. Oh, maybe he
Oh,
did. Sorry about that.
did you know there's a drink called Arcanery Brew? I don't know if you do provisioning, but
Uh,
it gives you higher awareness. It makes so they don't aggro as close as they normally would.
oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. I was not aware.
I don't know. Did you ever? What
So,
professions did you choose?
so here's the thing. It's a funny story. I actually didn't choose any professions, unfortunately. I don't know. I'm not into the crafting. It's very intimidating. You got the 2 coins
I
and
I always liked to doing when it came to crafting. I always did the consumables one because the consumables you're always going to use alchemy and provisioning. You're
exactly,
always going to have a use for it. Hang on a
exactly.
sec. I want to give you something here that you'll help out. Hold on, we got a little buddy coming in to say
Hey,
hi here.
do you need any of this stuff like the runes or
Oh
like
no, not at all.
anything that's dropping? Are you sure?
Oh, not at all. Don't worry about it. Here
I,
you go.
I don't want to be a loot goblin here. Thank you.
Oh, dude, no, I'm just over a plat in the bank right now. I'm good. Let's see. All right,
Let's
so
see.
that's that brew. It's black tea and milk when you put it together, but it's really nice because it lowers the ability for them to see you. Your
Okay.
awareness gets raised.
Wow. This is great. Yeah, no, it's I'm very excited for like some of these systems that are going to be implemented in the near future, like the mastery system. That seems kind of cool.
Yeah,
Like the
I was
future
looking
is
at that this
bright, I think,
morning.
for this game. Yeah,
I was looking at the mastery this morning, going, how does this work? Because I wanted to use it because one of the things I've noticed is there's an ability I've used consistently no matter what level it was, is that first nuke you get, because it's a 30-yard range. It's really fast cast. It's that it's called Divine Brand.
Uh-huh.
I even to 24 I'm still using it because it's like a 6-second cooldown, really
Yeah.
fast, and you can use it at any range. And so I mean, I've really enjoyed using that, and so I thought, man, I wish this would scale with your level or something. So I looked into it. It looks like you basically can use the mastery. You earn mastery points when you earn experience. It looked
Yep.
like when I was looking into it, it looks like you gain just a little mastery along with regular experience,
Yeah, it's
and
gonna be great.
then you can use the points to put toward your skills. So
Yeah.
I was looking at it going, oh, so later on I'll be able to add mastery to that divine brand
Mm-hmm.
and make it better.
Yep.
Interesting. So
Man.
here's where when you know you're almost to Silent Plains. You see that up in the upper left there? You'll see some
Yeah,
looks
that
like the horns or something.
yep.
Yeah, that's how you know you're almost to Silent Plains. But there's a little trick getting over to Eastern Plains, because if you ever look at the overland map of the entire game map right now from on Google, if you Google it,
Mm-hmm.
shows how all the zones are connected, and even Shalazam has a much more modern map now. If you ever haven't looked at it recently,
I have
it's
not.
much more up to date now.
Wow. This is great, man.
But
So many nice new updates, and like the lighting looks really good. Like, wow,
oh
this is
yeah,
awesome.
plus and so the way this works is that Silent Plains is between here and EP in the Eastern Plains, but Silent Plains is a low 30s, low to mid 30s zone. That's why you were fighting those nasty hardcore red guys over there and stuff. But you can skirt around the edge of Silent Plain into Eastern Plains.
Wow. So this is gonna
And
be an Eastern Plains adventure, is what you're saying.
yeah, yeah.
Wow,
So
dude, thank you so much, man.
showing you how to get to because they just Eastern Plains didn't have much in it until the last major patch, and then they added a whole lot of knolls and a whole bunch of other stuff in there, including a town that isn't totally fleshed out yet, but it has a banker, a bindstone, a salesman, and a bunch of other things. So people are kind of congregating around that and going out and fighting too. So
See,
this is where we're almost to Silent Plains here.
yep. See, this is what it's
So
all about. It's all about the spirit of adventure, you know? You know, one thing that
exactly.
gets me in games is just like when you just have like godlike powers and like you just like defeat
So
everything, defeat all the gods and like I don't know.
yeah, that's what every game out there seems like it's all about getting to the end game fast, 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 now, and I'm
Yeah.
just it's all about the journey. So as we get around the corner, you're gonna zone in a Silent Plain.
I've only ever been here a couple times and I just peeked my head in. I saw the red scorpions and I turned around and left. So this is the
So
farthest I've ever stepped into it.
so you can go Eastern Plains basically is south and west of here, or south and east. But if you go along the regular ground route, you're gonna run into wolves, scorpions, all kinds of crazy crud. So
Wow.
there's a little trick to getting over there. Watch this. Come up this way.
Oh, by the way, my climbing skill isn't astronomically high. Hopefully that's...
Okay. Nah, it won't be a big deal. So you come over there and you see the edge. You can see the edge of the ground right there. You want to kind of jump across right about here. There you go. Then if you
Wow.
come over here, you can climb up to this next ledge. Right here.
These stones are like weird. They're all
Oh, I
blurry.
know.
They're blurry on my end.
Now watch how I climb up right here. You got to climb up. Well, remember they added a bunch of new graphic stuff in recently, so you might helped out too.
Do you know what?
So
I checked that box, the new box for the dynamic
look
resolution.
under, yeah, I go FXAA on mine, like kind of like yours is, yeah, there. I would leave that there. So you want to just angle it just off the side of here, and you climb up right here, and
Okay.
you should climb up along the edge, like, and grab another edge right up here. And I wouldn't know about this except for I've seen some other people do it.
Wow,
So
this is
then
awesome.
you'll grab an edge right here. All right, there you go. Get a little stamina back first.
The music is awesome here. Wow.
Oh, I know.
See, it's all about the immersion. This is what I've been dreaming about, you know, and
Yeah.
I haven't had this
And then
since the good old days. Oh,
next stage, we're going to go right up here. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And you grab onto this ledge.
wow.
You should be able to grab there. If you can't grab there, you should be able to continue right up to here. There we go.
Oh no, I'm not gonna make it.
That's okay. You don't have to follow the dead down right there. You can grab some more health or stamina back. Come back up this way.
I'm trying to find a grip here.
Don't jump against it. Just walk down and just climb up against. There you go. You almost had it.
There it is.
There you go. I will angle to the right a little bit, but you're getting it. There we go.
Wow.
And then we come right over here. And this, we're just basically kind of skirting around the edge of Silent Plain. If you were to go back that way, you would zone back into AVP right there.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting.
But now we can avoid all the nasties down on the ground down there in Silent Plains.
Wow.
Wait till you see some of the crazy stuff over in Eastern Plains. Holy crud.
I think I've seen streams of people doing it, but I didn't want to get too far ahead, so I was just like, you know what, when the time comes, I'll check it out. And,
at your level, I wouldn't go into Eastern Plains without a group or somebody else who can help you out.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good to see how to get there, and so when you're ready, because I didn't start soloing over there until about 20. At your level, I would say you're probably your best grouping area is in Hallnir, like you were talking about, and
Yeah.
also the group Orcs.
I'd like to see more of Hallnir. But man, this is awesome. Like, it does get lonely kind of soloing as a cleric, but even just... Well, and you know what's crazy too? What I really liked about like Everquest and some of these other games is like every combination is viable. Like you wouldn't think two clerics are viable, but you know it can work. You know.
You should see. I get in a group every couple of nights now. It's a two group set.
Oh shit! I'm stuck.
You should be able to keep coming down.
Okay, here we go.
There's a couple of groups that join. We do it with two groups. We joined up together from time to time.
Oh, look at that! Here it is.
Last night we were all the way down to near the bottom of Hallnir's. There's a dragon down there, by the way.
Yeah, see, I'd like to get deeper into it other than just the entrance.
See, it gets interesting down there.
I love that, man. I love that. And then you see it's an open world dungeon, so you're adventuring, you're grouping, and then you kind of see like other groups, and then there's bigger enemies, and you think like, wow, just discovered like basically an open world raid. And
a popular camp inside Hallnir's is called Ghost or Map Room.
It's beautiful game design, I wanted to say. Beautiful game design.
Now, when we get in here, stay close, because these critters will probably eat you for breakfast if you're not careful.
Okay.
But I can solo them. That's why I was saying I can solo and kill them. You can soak a little experience.
All right, no worries. I'm on your 6, and I'll try my best to contribute.
But I figured I would show you how to get to the town.
Okay.
And some of the interesting stuff over there, as well as the lake out there. There are boxes out here, supply crates that I'll show you where a couple are, that can drop some really nice stuff. I've got some legs on that give you 3 wisdom and several other things. Oh, they're nice.
Wow. Okay. Excellent.
So now we're in Eastern Plains.
Generally
speaking, the way to get up to the town for Eastern Plains is to follow this. And I figured this out before they expanded the map. Is to follow that left wall right there, leads up to the town. But there are a few critters along the way.
No worries.
I'm gonna buff my perfect combat and divine favor again. There we go. Usually you'll find a couple critters along here, like the raptors, or I'll kind of explain. So there are some critters that won't attack, and some will. Like that guy over there, look at that big guy over there.
Yeah.
He won't attack. And ironically, that big old snake won't attack either. He's indifferent.
Wow. Man, this is awesome.
You want to see something crazy?
What if you step on him?
No, he won't attack. He's indifferent to you. But if you attack him, watch what him. You don't have get epileptic seizures, do you?
I don't believe so. I hope not.
Okay, so wait and watch. The gold strike adders are notorious. Watch this.
Hey, was this the area where they were like little glowing orbs or whatever?
I'm not sure.
Oh, wow. Well, do you remember they had placeholder enemies for a while?
Yes, that was here. Yes, they
Okay,
look like
that's
little like they called them what do you call it?
that's what I meant. I
Oh,
said glowing orbs, but it wasn't that. It was like little,
yeah,
like alien-looking things.
yeah. They used to call them Pez. Little Pez things running around. Yeah, because they had placeholders. They were the what was they called? They were called the Wild Bloods, I think, and some of those. And they think they moved them. I think Joppa moved them over to Silent Plain and up their levels. Actually, I don't see them over here anymore. But they
Man,
were mean.
this is great. I like this snake. I like the design of it. That's pretty cool.
And here's something interesting to note too: they are not social, so you can attack one of these snakes by itself if you want.
Wow.
So they're not social.
You know,
But that's one of them. That big duckbill dinosaur looking guy, he won't attack as well, but he is kind of mean and has a lot of health. If you see the raptor, they will attack. They are quite formidable.
this is a really cool area. Wow.
And I don't know if you've ever seen any werewolves in the game yet. You're about to.
All
Do you
right.
ever remember the werewolves playing a Nightmare back in original EverQuest?
Yes, I sure do.
Yeah,
You know, and I was
I used
just
to.
thinking, this reminds me, this could be one of the places in the plains. A lot of
Did you
people
ever
didn't
the
like that expansion, but I really liked it a lot.
I played a bard, a Vashir bard, back in original EverQuest. I used to kite those werewolves all over the place
Wow.
for experience. Now here's where we're gonna start seeing some critters as we run up through. But mind you, we're following that left wall for the most part,
Okay.
just going up this direction. Now there are a group of. Okay, so those little bat bugs right there, they're indifferent. They won't attack, but they do drop bat wings and stuff for potions and things, which is nice. They're nice.
See,
They're nice though.
that's another like interesting design. Like they, that's cool. I like that. I like that.
And okay, so there's wolves and cats and panthers. They will attack. So here's a
Okay.
wolf up there. Oh, here we go. Here's some
Okay.
werewolves. Don't get close. They're group mobs and they're mean.
Yeah. Wow. Dude,
They're
this is
they're
awesome.
they're quite tough.
What an adventure this turned out to be.
So I'm gonna kill things that are all along the way, just because I don't want you to get killed along the way. So I'm gonna kill them as we go. Generally, you can avoid a lot of these guys.
Yeah, unfortunately, so I just came to I just realized something here. I'm not really able to hit these too much
Oh, that's okay.
because I'm a low level, so I can just,
I figured that. I figured nothing else you can soak some experience because you can still get experience with me in the group.
and so the crazy thing is since we, even just running through the Lost Orc Valley and just killing those few orcs, I already got half a yellow, basically. This is a
Nice.
dream I couldn't have imagined, this is great. I was hoping I could find a group today, but yeah, this is
Yeah,
awesome. I'm glad I inspired you to play your cleric.
I you typically most days I'll go LFG and just solo for a while. Watch out, there's a cat over there. So I can usually, as a cleric, I can usually take like 2 or 3 on before I gotta sit down and get some mana back.
Okay. Alright,
Ooh, this guy's blue. Go ahead.
I'm gonna hit inspire allies here.
Okay.
Try to coordinate it.
Come on, buddy, go down. You get another ability like 22-ish. It's called what is it? We look in here. Called Warding Blow, which is really nice. It's a melee attack. It's a technique that's free, but it does like double damage against undead, which is nice. But you only get 4 techniques, and so it's like, do I want that or do I want my Divine Brand? I can cast every 6 seconds, while that one's every 20 seconds. I don't know.
Yeah. really like quick discipline. That's been a really good one.
Oh, I leveled until I was like, was it you or somebody else told me about it? I was up to like around where you are, level 16, 17, before I even realized I had that.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, that's a game changer.
What weapon do you have? That's a pretty badass looking mace there.
Um, it's a weapon that can be made. I have both my weapons were crafted by a weapons crafter. It's an Iron Seer's Battle Maul.
Wow.
It's a 20 damage with 3 wisdom and 15 hit. So
Wow.
it's really good for two-handing for us. But there's a one-handed variant of that that's called an Iron Seer's Scepter, which is also 3 wisdom and 15 hit, but 8 damage. So you can put a. If I'm in groups, I go with a shield, and a one-hander and a shield. But if I'm a soloing, it's two-hander.
Okay. Wow.
But I mean, you can have somebody a weapon crafter make those for you. I had to look at my bank. I got so much extra crap in my bank. I could probably give you a few upgrades.
No, no worries, no worries.
Well, once we get up to the town here, I'll check and see if I have anything you can use. So we're skirting around the werewolves. The werewolves over there, going up the hill here. There are a few bears and a goat that really the goats here are mean. I saw one of my buddies. He was playing the monk, and he used that ability where he shoots across the ground. He hit it right as the goat hit him, and it looked like the goat knocked him across the zone. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. There's probably going to be a bear and a goat up here. Go ahead, sorry.
Have you done any like raids in this game? Like any of the big? I noticed like some
Nope,
groups are kind of trying to organize and figure out the raids in this game.
I have
Uh,
not. I've been in a two group set of people going down the bottom of Highland here. So this bear will attack.
okay.
He is rough and tough until you're about. You see he's white to me at 24, so you can tell what kind of level he is. And he will charge you.
I do also have my bond of protection, just to kind of possibly help out just a little
You
bit.
know, I thought that might be useful. I got it, and I thought I can put this on the tank. But wait a second, that means I'm taking damage, which I don't want me to die. You start to get a feel when you're grouping with people and keeping the tank alive of when you're going to draw aggro. Like if you shield the tank too soon, it pisses the mobs off and they'll come after you.
Yeah.
And so if I have to shield the tank to save them too soon, I got to know that I'm going to have to shield myself immediately afterwards because the tank's going to have to pull aggro off me right after that. But see, this guy isn't too tough, but I'm also 24. But if he's white con to me and I'm 24, he's probably 24 as well.
Hey. Wow.
What's funny is if you ever skin these guys in here, they haven't really updated the itemization on some of the critters, and some of them come out with weird skins and meats. Like the snakes will give you frog meat with tattered pelts,
Wow.
and
Maybe
the
they ate
goats.
it.
That's what I was thinking. But then I ran into a cat, a panther with wolf meat on it when I skinned it. I was like, okay, are they crossbreeding here or what? So there's that. There's one of the goats down there. He will attack. I thought he was gonna be a nice goat, but no, he will charge you.
Yeah, goats are actually surprisingly tough. Most people, yeah, they don't
Yeah.
know.
So I'm skirting around that bear down there. See, there's not terrible much around here, but those bears will wreck you if you're not careful. But now we're getting up to where you're almost to the town. I want to say city, but it's like more like a little hamlet.
So
It's got a lot
this,
of buildings, but they're not fleshed out.
I gotcha. So this whole thing is basically we're just skirting along the left side of the map here.
Right, right.
Okay,
So if
okay,
you were able to pull up shalazam.info and look at their map, they got it updated with this last week, and you'll be able to see exactly what we're doing here, where we're going.
okay.
But before they had that updated, you just had to remember where you're going.
Now, I'm so thankful that a website like that exists, you know? It's just really cool.
Oh,
People figure it out.
it's not 100% comprehensive just yet, but it's being updated little by little, which is nice.
Yeah.
It reminds me of all. Do you remember back in Everquest days they had Alakazam
Oh, yes.
was the
Boy,
website for
do I
that.
ever. I love Alakazam. To this day, I still just kind of get on there for nostalgia and just kind of look around
Hmm.
at zones and
So you see, if you see here, this edge of this wall, the town's above this right here.
okay.
So we're almost there. And when we get there, I'm just gonna look at my bank, see if I got something you can use.
No worries. Maybe you can keep it for your alts and stuff like that, you know?
No.
People
Did you
have
remember what it said? Remember what it said? I don't play alts.
Oh, that's right. That's right. People have been very
I
generous on this server. I've already gotten like Vendini gave me some like ironclad stuff, ironclad helmet,
oh
ironclad chest plate, and then I have like
yeah, check this out.
oh wait.
They got the
Okay, here you
town
are.
the town prisons over here.
Oh wow.
Nothing in them yet, but thought this was kind of cool.
That is really cool. I love like lost civilizations, like ruined architecture. I think that stuff is really beautiful.
Oh, you should see the Knoll Mountain over there. Holy, it's amazing, deadly but amazing. So this is the entrance to the city. If you look over here, you can see out this direction, out the east side, where the lake is. Just out the, I don't know if you can see it real good, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
look out east, there's the lake right there.
Wow. Yeah, I see it.
And then as you get close to 20 or just over 20, that's an amazing place to solo at because there's wolves. One thing you want to avoid is the bees and bears because the bees are social and they get a couple of them at a time. But there's like wolves and cats and stuff out there. And then there's these things like there's these camps around the zone. Just a quick once over. They have different
No
colors. There's
worries. This is great. Take your
red,
time.
blue, green, and yellow tents.
Yeah.
And the guys in them, they're indifferent to you. So if you attack them, they'll get pissed at you and they'll be your enemy after that. But before that, you can walk right through them and say, "Hi guys," and they look like these. I don't know. I want to say Wendigo-ish Native American-looking guys with face masks. They're
Wow.
cool. So
That's
here, this is
badass.
called Night. This is called Night's Watch.
Man, they really improved the
And
lighting. This is awesome.
there's not a lot here. There are a few buildings with a few guys in them, some bankers, oh, and if you ever need some upgraded gathering weapons, this general goods merchant or somewhere sells your gathering material, gathering tools for 9 gold apiece for 24 efficiency.
Wow. Oh, he's got like 10 slot bags.
Hmm.
Wow.
I wouldn't buy those 10 slot bags though, because you can have somebody make you 10 slot bags that don't weigh anything.
Yeah.
But like, there's several bankers over here. I don't know why they felt they needed to put 3 bankers in.
Maybe they secretly are the ones that run the world.
Yeah.
I'm
So
just being
uh,
dramatic, but yeah, this is
I'm
great.
gonna I'm gonna go through a couple items. You tell me if there sounds like something you could use.
Yeah, so
Um,
here's the thing. You're a fellow cleric, so you understand. I've been
yeah.
collecting, and I know that like, so some of the stats are kind of weird to me, by the way. Like, I don't know why certain stuff has
Actually, you
like
know what?
certain stats, but I've been keeping like wisdom gear and then tank gear. So in my mind, I have kind
Right.
of like a healing set and a wisdom set, or like a like a tanking solo set and then like a wisdom set.
Hmm.
But I wanted to tell you, like, I got to thinking about it. So stamina, anything with health, that basically makes your shields
Right.
more effective in a sense.
Well,
So
the
I've
good
just
thing
been,
is with your stream on my other screen, I can see what you've got and compared to what I got.
yeah, well,
So
so yeah,
let's
and I
see.
want to
What do
show
you
you.
got for a chest? What do you got for a oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Now, well, so I have some stuff unequipped here. I have a Thornsteel mace. It's like a one-handed mace that I can pair with this shield.
I used that for a while. That's a good one. Yeah.
I got the Dripwood buckler. I got that drip, and then I have some Fern Fury stuff that I got from the
I was
Orcs.
gonna
So I have
I was
Fern
gonna ask
Fury
you about
hide and
that.
leggings. Yeah, hide leggings and then a bracer. But then like what I actually have equipped, the biggest thing that's been killing me, so like I haven't been able to find any
Belt.
jewelry. I have a basic cloth
Oh,
belt with 2 armor.
yeah. Same here.
Um
I've got a soft leather belt with 4 armor, and I haven't been able to find anything better.
yeah, so I mean,
So,
yeah, I got some nice
um,
options, but yeah, pretty much
I've
that's it.
got. I'm going through the items I've got right now. just to see if anything can work for you here. Let's see. I've got ethereal chain gauntlets. What do you got for your gauntlets right now?
So for the gauntlets, I also have ethereal chain gauntlets.
Okay, so
Uh,
that's the ones I'm wearing. Yeah.
they were given to me.
Um, how about? Oh, I do that. That would be good. What are you using for your two-hander?
So the two-hander, it's the Thornsteel Great Hammer, 18 damage,
Okay.
1 strength, 1
Yeah,
agility.
that's the one. I was using that for a while. So yeah, you don't need that.
Yeah, I got that from the
Um.
Orcs. My dream is to have the full tank set and the full leather set.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. Let's see. I've got. Oh, what do you got for your feet? On your feet right now.
So I have Swamp Sentinel mail boots. These were also given to me. 16 AC, 1 stamina, 1 dexterity. I believe I
Well, I've got.
also... Oh no.
I was gonna say I've got ones that are similar, but those are slightly better, so I don't have to worry about that. I can't give you those. I got a couple items that are bound. Looks like you got pretty much everything, but we may be able to get some interesting items out of some boxes. I'll show you a couple places where there's boxes,
Hey,
supply crates out here. Go ahead.
do you know what's crazy? I was just thinking, I think I've seen you around before. I don't know if we've grouped before, like in the early days of the game. I can't remember. The name suddenly sounds really familiar. But anyway, I'm just...
I played with. I used this character's name on my very first cleric ever in the game in Everquest, but
Okay.
I don't know if you want to bind or not. There's the bind, so I don't think I would bind out here if I was you.
Do you know what? I'm afraid to. I'm afraid I'm not gonna be able to make
Yeah,
my way
that's
back, and
what I'm
I'm
saying.
afraid I'm gonna be stuck. So I think after our session, I'm
I
gonna hightail it out of here.
ironically, I do the same thing. I leave myself bound in HC because I'm not a wizard. I don't want to run all the way back.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm going to show you where some possible supply crates are.
Okay.
That can drop some good stuff, and kind of the route I do when I'm soloing. So I can show you. So when you get to that level, you can do it.
Okay. Excellent, man. And again, thank you so much for this. This is great. You know what?
Bro,
Maybe I have something that you could use. I didn't even check my bank. Do you want me to take a look?
eh,
Do you need
you're,
anything?
I mean, I don't think you'd have anything, but you can certainly look. By the way, this town, if you ever go wandering around, there's a lot of houses all around this town.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see what they do with it.
I'm just a lowly cleric that's been adventuring. So let me see. So oh yeah, so here's some of the stuff that
I
well, I
can
have.
see your screen from the stream.
So I have a Dire Lord buddy that I've been trying to kind of help, but he's been a little inconsistent. Um, oh, so I have this. I used to have this helmet, Mercenaries Ashen Bronze Chain Coif, 2 intellect.
I'm
Um,
using the Burn Fury headpiece, so I'm good.
check this out. I found a level 99 cleric spell. Isn't that awesome?
What the? Oh my goodness.
That dropped at the Spectral Manor, so I just kind of held on to it in
Hey,
case they make
Moonton.
some changes or something.
I
Yeah, I
used to
don't...
play this is Muujin, by the way. We play with him from time to time. He streams as well.
Oh, hey Muujin, how's it going? Nice to meet you. I believe I've seen your I recognize the name. Yeah.
Yep.
Slayheim does a lot of streaming with his cleric, and so I'm showing him around EP and stuff.
I wouldn't say I do a lot. I've been kind of inconsistent lately. I can play pretty much once or twice a week, so I've really fallen behind, but yeah, I'm out there, you know.
I've been pretty inconsistent myself, but I had a sick child and then I got sick.
Oh
Ooh,
no.
So I've been
that was me. That
been
was me
down
this
about a
last week
week.
too.
Oh man, I
Yeah.
hope you feel better. That sucks.
I'm just starting to feel
Feeling better
today.
now, but I got about half my hearing, so yeah, it's kind
Oh,
of weird.
geez. I'm glad you're feeling better. Anyway, so I'll start showing you down this way.
I'm getting a
There's that.
grand tour right now from well, do you prefer Chauni or Chauni, or
Yeah.
do you prefer Seabach?
I go by. Everybody knows why you're Chauni. That's fine.
Okay.
Just every now and then, there's an inside joke that these guys will sometimes yell. They'll yell add-on Chauni. It's funny. It's kind of a funny story. The very first time I was ever grouping with them, I didn't know how mobs worked down in HC, and so I suddenly had this mob that they were fighting teleport behind me, start beating on me, and I freaked out and started yelling add-on Chauni. It's over, and they
Oh,
were
nice.
freaking out trying to figure out where the other mob was, and they cried laughing at me afterwards, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't know what was going on.
No, it's crazy. You know what's, I always kind of muse about this. Like a lot of people say, oh, this is just like EverQuest, you know, but the combat evolved after a while to where, like, see, now we kind of have to be
Yeah.
on voice chat because there's no time to type
Well,
casually
in
like you could in EverQuest, you know? Like you can
well, in
insta die.
original EverQuest, we didn't really have voice chat for a little while. Then we started using TeamSpeak
Yeah.
after that. So look at the water. This is what it's talking about. The water
Oh, yeah.
looks like jiggling jello now.
Oh,
I'm not
man,
sure
look
if
at
I'm a
that.
real fan of it.
Wow. Yeah, I haven't seen that.
So I was going to show you something interesting. This island out here, if you want to swim out to this island, none of the
Oh,
critters are aggressive on it.
no, do you know what? They messed up the water. I don't know if this is just on my end or you can see the
No,
stream, but
yeah, it does that as well. It does that on my screen as well.
wow. That sucks.
So, so I would surface, and yeah, that's why I said I like the other way they did the water before this.
I'm sure they'll fix
So,
it, but yeah, I do like the way it was before, for sure.
so what we do is just so this island out here, you could actually, once you get high enough level, you can sit and solo on this island because none of the mobs are social, and none of them are aggressive. It's all snakes, rats, and those little poppy things, little like armadillo-looking guys. And there's also a possibility of a chest drop, supply chest out here that I've gotten a couple of nice upgrades on.
Okay, awesome. Man, thank you so much for the tour. This is great. I don't know if I'll be here for a long time, but yeah, this
No, but
is
it's just
this is
something
nice.
to work towards doing, yeah. See, look at this out here. Let me get out here. Here we go. So it looks like the chest is not here right now, but I'll figure where it spawns.
Yeah, also you can see the shadows of the trees like on the bottom of the
Yeah,
the
you can tell
water.
they need a little work with this.
But I am excited about like underwater zones and just kind of having to
Oh,
manage
they'll
another
definitely do
resource
that.
like water, you know, like how much air you have and stuff like that. I think that's
Right.
going to be really cool.
So right here is where the supply chest spawns, where I'm standing here.
Okay.
So if you ever get an itch to look for it, it can have nice item drops. But this
Wow.
place out here has got, like I said, this island is safe, completely safe.
Okay.
None of the critters are social.
These are
But
actually yellow and orange to me, so that's
oh
promising.
yeah, so you could actually solo out here. I mean, these wouldn't be hard at all. I need to rebuff myself. So sometimes if I'm feeling frisky, I'm working. I'll camp myself out here on this island, just kill a few things between working.
This
And
is
then it's fine.
Eastern Plains, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna call this Eastern Plains Adventure with Chauni for posterity.
So now we can kill all these guys because none of them will help each other.
I need to rebuff myself.
Yeah, that's what I just did. But you see what I talked about? How you got to make sure you're not prone to seizures with these snakes.
Yeah. Well, I've made it this far. I really hope not, but I can see that that could be bad.
I can imagine somebody coming out here and just going to a seizure because all those flashes like crazy. They used to do it a lot more too. They've downed it. Now watch, if you skin that thing, watch what you get off it. It's hilarious.
Let's see, I actually got a skinning knife from... Okay, I have Crane skinning knife 28. I
And
got that from...
that's the Pack Master one. That's the best one you can get without having somebody make you an iron version. But you notice what you got off that? Oh, you just got the tatter pelt.
Yeah.
They drop frog. They got frog meat though.
Now, have you guys noticed So like if I'm behind the mob, you know, technically that's ideal. Well, a snake can't. One of the funny jokes I think in EverQuest, a snake could like parry and
Oh,
stuff like that. Uh,
did you ever see that little phrase at the bottom in EverQuest? They do it in here sometimes too now. It says snakes learning to kick or something like that.
yeah, yeah. But I'm assuming if I'm behind, that's going to be a little bit more effective as far as like parries and stuff and whatnot. But I don't know if they factored that into the game yet. I actually haven't noticed.
Yeah, I would assume you would, because I could have sworn some of the abilities say, you know, like the rogues ability and stuff. They say if you're behind or flanking, things like that. You know.
Yeah. Did you play Final Fantasy 14?
I did.
Okay, nice.
I have had about 8 different jobs maxed. My favorite class or job was Red Mage.
Oh, there it is.
Loved my Red
Frog meat
Mage.
+2.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Who knew that the snakes were made of frog meat?
But man, I was gonna say, so in Final Fantasy, I just kind of feel like they made the jobs kind of the same, and it's not as challenging anymore. And
They
I
homogenized them, yeah.
homogenized, yes, exactly right. And monks used to be so fun. That was such a good job in that game. And yeah, like when you talked about flanking, and yeah, it reminded me of this. I really loved monk, and then having to keep
Yeah,
up greased lightning stacks. It was really exciting.
I remember that, yeah. Yep, I played a couple of those. But see, there's rats and these poppy wigs. None of them are aggressive.
So before I rediscovered my love for, I guess, like this more classic experience, I was playing Final Fantasy 14 a lot. That was basically
Uh,
my game
I
of
played that for a
choice.
few years, yeah. Played it for a few years. I wanted to be a black mage because they did so much damage, but I could never really get into it.
Yeah, Black Mage is tough to play. I played Paladin and White Mage. My proudest
I
achievement was I soloed Deep Dungeon. There's a really rare title you can get if you solo Deep Dungeon. So that was kind of
are you,
my big
Here's a
thing.
good question for you. Are you
Yeah.
thinking Final Fantasy 14 online, or are you thinking Final Fantasy 11?
I'm thinking,
There's two versions of it.
yeah, I know. I'm thinking 14 online. I didn't play
Here,
11. I know that I would have loved it if I did, but unfortunately, I was playing
well,
EverQuest at well, I don't want to say unfortunately, but I was really into EverQuest at the time, and so I missed Final Fantasy 11 completely. Maybe I should go back and play it, but you see
well,
that,
11. The
yeah,
reason I ask is 11 had the white mages, but I guess 14 did too, huh?
yeah,
Yeah.
yep, White Mage, and I think maybe they were called Geomancers or something like that.
Oh,
Eh,
yes. Not Geomancer, but I know what you're talking about.
But man,
Oh,
the thing is, and I'm sure you guys understand, like with, life and work and everything, I can only dedicate, I can't play like a grindy game. I have to just choose one basically and kind of stick with it. I can't, and
hmm
because I'm the type of person, I would love to invest time into it, but realistically, I just know I can't.
right. I get you. I get you.
So, anyway.
A lot of my friends, they think I level really fast and stuff, and I tell them no, I just got more time than you do.
Yeah. No, I mean, to me, anybody that's over level 20 is like, wow. Because, even level 17, it sounds like it's not that high of a level, but I don't know. I mean, I guess it's decent. I st
They have each class has certain benchmarks that you're trying to go for,
yeah,
and like Cleric was like 16 because you get that 25% res. For me, and then 24 was for the next one for that 50% res that everybody wants.
you know, yeah,
Not sure what they are for the other classes.
I feel like Cleric should get a better res early on. I know it's been
They talked
possibly said before, because Shaman's kind of
they talked about
outclassed.
they talked about that on one of Joppa's streams. They talked about how clerics, because they're such the purest healer, they should have a better res sooner and lower levels.
Yeah.
And Joppa was agreeing with them, saying, "Yeah, they should be."
I mean, yeah, I feel like Shaman just brings more to the table early on.
Yeah,
Like,
I've come to find as I've leveled up, is shamans earlier on have a better kit than a lot of classes, especially
yeah.
for soloing. But as you go level higher and higher, shaman tends to level out. It seems like. because other classes start to get their abilities and come in. Common just get a lot of their abilities a lot sooner, it seems like.
Yeah. I like this enemy type. That's kind of cool.
But once you clear all these guys out, then you can just stick around here for the respawn, or go back to, or what I'll like to do a lot of times, I'll go around the edge of the lake, just killing stuff around the edges. But I was going to show you this around the edge of the lake too, before we're done here. So you can see one of the camps, one of the, I want to call them natives, but I don't know. They got 5 different factions here. Those different colors. You got the red, green, blue, yellow. And the only ones I've seen that are aggressive so far are the red, but that might have been because I was in a group at the time killing them.
Yeah. Man, this is great.
No
I
idea.
almost have a yellow just from hanging out, exploring.
Yeah, let me show you around the lake here next, and I'll show you what I'm talking about there.
How do you guys feel about the torch slot? Someone was joking in out of character chat. They were like, first torch slot, next mercenaries. It's funny how divided people are, you know, about like
I don't know. I like the torch slot rather than having to hold it in your hand.
yeah.
It's a temporary thing until they get everything else set into place, I believe. Or they're going to make other lights better.
They talked about maybe adding, they're going to be adding like several variations of lights, the torch, the mage light, and that did you see Slay how they really screwed up the mage light when they first did Unity 6 in?
I did not see that, but I know they had some issues with like implementing all that.
Well, what they did was they over exaggerated the mage light. So like wizards, when they turned on their normal pet that could give a little light, they were really bright, really bright. But if a wizard turned on their mage light, you could see them from orbit. I'm not even kidding. It
Wow.
was so bright, it was blinding.
Interesting. Yeah, it's fun.
Let's
It's
go over to the edge of the lake and solo around there.
it's fun to be a part of it all once they're kind of trying to implement changes and experimenting. I mean, I appreciate they kind of have an open ear, I guess, towards the community, but like people are just so unnecessarily harsh with some of that stuff, you know. It's
Well, plus people are very what's the word for it? Very impatient.
yeah, exactly.
They want the full game right now, which I
Yeah.
get, but at the same time, you want them to get it done and get it done right too.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. And there's just so much issues, you know, like so many challenges and setbacks with the development and everything. Yeah, this one guy was in OOC chat saying like, "Oh, Everquest figured this out in 1999 with, you know, like a wisp stone or something in your inventory or some kind of light source from your inventory." But I mean, it just takes time to implement some of this stuff.
I got a feeling they want to do something like EverQuest, but they don't want to duplicate it. They want to do their own thing, but at the same note, they want to take the best, best ideas and implement what
That
sounds good,
that's the
but not
impression.
be EverQuest.
Yes,
You know?
exactly right. That's the impression that I get too. Yeah, because it's not just like a pure one-for-one EverQuest. They want to implement like classic WoW and you know some of these other games. Whereas like Monsters and Memories, like I was saying, is more of a truer EverQuest experience, I guess.
That I'm dubious about, but then I was dubious about this one too before I started playing it too.
Dude,
So.
I am so excited for Monsters and Memories. I'm so excited. I want to be going hard. I hope I see you guys there. Well, by going hard, I mean once or
I know
twice a week.
That's what Gibo, one of the guys we play with, he's talked about it too. When it comes out, he's going all over. So is some other people I've talked to, and it sounds promising. I'm just like, but I'm just getting into this. But they're like, yeah, but it's not going to be a year until that's out. I'm like, okay, fine. That's okay.
Yeah, I
I
think they
think a
have.
lot of people like me, or a lot of people just want that old EverQuest experience where they can just, dedicate their life to it and have a fun time with it for years.
Yeah.
So, reason I'm coming out here is going to show you there's a possibility for a chest popping right here too.
Okay.
So
Wow.
if you're ever out this way again.
I'm sure people like log out here and just kind of log in and grab
Oh
the
yeah.
chest or something.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But no, that's awesome.
Now, if you ever want to invite to the guild too, we can get Gibo to invite you. It's fun to have people to talk to in the guild to explain things and stuff and answer questions and things.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate it. Several people have offered, and it's awesome. I think I might end up doing it. I was waiting on my buddy, but unfortunately he's just kind of dealing with some stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we're supposed to kind of have our own deal going, but yeah, I just
Yeah, you
I,
gotta do what's comfortable. That's for sure. So far in this game, the guilds have struck me as I mean, it's just groups of people just having fun together more than anything else because they don't have anything really. Guilds just doesn't really do a whole lot. Just a heads up,
yeah,
we can kill. We want to kill around the edges, but you don't want to get too far from the lake just to start out, because you'll start running into some real nasties out there.
okay,
Like up this hill is where you start running into bees and bears. And if you're not careful, you'll see monks go flying into the nether sphere. Oh, Mujan, I was just talking to this guy here, Slayhan. He plays Hippodica. As I was telling him maybe he should, join us and everything, but not quite yet. Mujan was just asking me if he needed an invite, and I was like,
oh
I
man,
don't think so, not yet.
thanks, Mugen. Yeah, I'm waiting to see what happens with my friend. He's supposed to be. We started this together, and yeah, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But when the time comes, I'd love to join a guild.
It's just nice to have a bunch of people to talk to and group with and everything. And nothing, if you're not doing anything else, if you're BSing together, just having a good time. Heck, half the times the groups that me, Mujan, and some other guys do together, it's just we're just having a good time. Some of us die sometimes. We don't stress it out. Everything. But it can get rough sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, with stuff like this, the people are what really make the experience, you know? Otherwise, the world is just kind of empty and desolate. When you have good people you can rely on, you can just get so much more done. So,
Mujan's here is pretty awesome. He's like I don't know. He's really cool. He's really awesome. He's like a class clown though. He's got a comment. He's got a funny comment for just about everything.
I think my memory's coming back. I think I've seen you in like Nathan Napalm streams. I think you guys were doing Hallnear or something like that.
Um, I've never been in Nathan Napalm stream ever before, but Givo has. Givo used to play with him with the other games as well as this one.
Yeah, like I
But
used
he
to.
plays a character named Syntax.
Okay. I used to
Okay, so here's a goat over here. This ought to be interesting. Let's go ahead.
I used to follow him and Basgrim like back in the day, just kind of holding out hope for Pantheon, and after yeah.
Before my buddy got me into this, the only thing I think back to what I heard about Pantheon before this, I just heard nothing terribly great about it.
Yeah.
Before my buddy got me into this a couple months ago, probably a month or two ago.
Oh, okay.
And
Well, see, that's the best way to do it. So you weren't like heavily invested right from the get-go. You're just kind of
oh, not
passing
at all.
by, checking out the game. And like I said, I think that's a really healthy approach instead of just like stake everything on one game.
It's ironic, yeah. So watch this guy loot him and skin him. It's funny, but no. For me, it was just I hadn't even thought about the game at all. I wasn't even considering it. But when my buddy said, "Hey, you ought to try it out. Come play with me. It's really fun and everything." So one week, I was waiting for Throne Liberty to update, and it was taking forever. And I just got my paycheck, and I had a little extra money to spend, and I was just chilling out, going, "What do I want to play?" And I saw Pantheon. Remember him saying that, and it was like $40. I'm like, what the heck? I'll try it once.
Yeah.
And I've been hooked ever since.
Man, that's great. That's great. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I tried it, I didn't like it. I came back again, and I didn't like it. But then, you see, it was this, my friend Nephemus, he's a Dire Lord. We grouped, and like that's when everything clicked. I was like, man, the grouping in this game is like really fun. Like the social kind of aspect of it, like working together, fighting tough mobs. Like, oh, I love it.
one of the biggest pain points and the biggest pros, but it's about the biggest pro and the biggest con to this game, in my opinion, is the grouping, because they focus so much on the grouping, which is good if you want to group, but it's a pain point too, because if you can't get a group and the soloing's too hard,
Yeah, yeah.
then you get really frustrated and want to go play a different class, like I did for Summoner for a little while, or you want to quit the game and go do something else. So that's the biggest pain point I think right now is
Yeah.
population. We need more people for more groups, and that's hard to come by. I think people are just holding out for Druid, a few of the things to come back.
Do you guys?
And
Yeah. So like
like I said, it's just a big pain point, pro and con. But
I'm with you. One thing I was curious about, so like, here's the thing, like, so the Lost Orcs are a good example. You know, why would I mean, grouping's great, experience-wise, absolutely, but like, the drops are the same, elite mobs versus non-elite, so let's say you just hang out with a couple buddies, get your set, you know, it would be cool if they, I mean, it could open a whole can of worms, but like, one of the ideas that I had that I think would help out is like, maybe coming out with like a more elite version of the armor, or maybe like some kind of item that drops
yeah,
where you can enhance the armor further from the elite, so it gives you incentive to group, you know, and then maybe like
yeah,
some kind of group bonus or something where it is feasible. Because see, you can just get the same items just soloing basically, and
I
yeah,
think
I
the
don't know.
developers got a lot of great ideas on the books in their minds, and when you do them, they just their team is so small. It takes a while to implement even even a couple of things.
Yeah,
So they're trying to do everything all at once, and they get there. I just can't imagine how much they got on their plate to do every day. It's kind of like me with my work. Everything. See, here's where we start running some critters off to the left. You don't want to go too far that way. There's more werewolves that way. But as you go around the edge of the lake, you see like there's some bats over there, some wolves, some things.
okay.
But like I was saying with the developers, it feels like if you focus too much on the big picture, I imagine they would get overwhelmed because they got so much to do.
Yeah, that's
That's
right.
what I have to do. That's what I have to do in my job. I have to focus on what I'm doing at the time. Because if I think about everything I have to do for that day, I would just get overwhelmed.
I understand. Yeah, same for me. Same for me. Um, and you know, Joppa, I really appreciate he can just speak so well, explain things perfectly, and like I like his
He takes
transparency.
a lot of heat, yeah, but he just tries to be open, honest, and straightforward. Yeah.
And I'm sure he's getting pulled in a bunch of different directions, you know. There's a whole business side of it that I'm sure most average gamers don't think about.
You know, it's funny is once in a while you'll see like the bats fighting the wolves and stuff out here.
That would be cool.
I
I'd
I
love to see
appreciate that.
more of that.
I appreciate that about a game when the actual critters don't just work in unity to try to stop you. They actually have a social system where they'll fight each other too.
I love that. EverQuest was like that. It was the first game where like NPCs would fight each other and you'd be like, "Oh shit, what's going on?"
Oh, hey, Slay, guess who just jumped in the stream? It's Gibo.
What's
Hey
up,
Gibo,
fellas?
I'm playing with Slayheim here. He's a streamer too, and
Nice.
I was showing him around EP. He's got his cleric at 17, and you know I said, hey, come on out here. You can soak some experience off me soloing and show you around the place.
Hey
So he's
Gibo,
streaming.
how's it going? Nice to
He's
meet you.
streaming right now, and I told him
Nice
all
to
kinds
meet
of
you,
stories
buddy.
about you. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying hi.
What's your channel? I'll give you a follow there, buddy.
It should just be
You
Slayheim.
on
I'm
YouTube or Twitch?
on both. I should have a link to it on my like little Discord profile, I think. But no worries, I appreciate it. How are you doing? Yeah, these guys have
Good.
told me a lot about you. Seems like you guys have a good group going, which is nice.
We told him we got to get him into the guild, but he's a little hesitant just yet.
I don't blame you on the guild thing. I mean, to be fair, we are kind of like dwindling down because of the issues with Pantheon, but
I understand.
Be a little pickup this week
I don't know.
if
Maybe-
everything releases as it should.
I don't know if druids are going to come out this week or not. they talked about it. Yeah, they said first they said 19th, and then they said
Hey,
then they
hush
did.
your mouth. Hush your
Then they've
mouth.
got a little
Don't speak
vague.
that evil. Don't speak that evil.
As a cleric, I feel
figured-
threatened by druid. I gotta admit.
I actually
Yeah.
went into the Discord for Pantheon asking about that, and they said no, druids are going to be good, but they're not going to replace clerics still. Their healing is going to be good, but it's going to be more. What did you find, Gibo? More heal over time, kind of shamany or something.
Well,
Yeah, sure.
we got it. We got instant cast heals, so we can cast on the run, like if we're running around trying to heal people. But I think it's gonna work out because look, 1 through 20, depending on where you go, you want a cleric and shaman in your group. You want 2 healers. So I don't know if the druid's gonna work well with the cleric or if he's gonna work well with the shaman. But I think at least 2 healers in every group is gonna help out for the harder level stuff. Now you're just regular old solo mobs or whatever, one healer's fine. But like the ice orcs, it was perfect with 2 healers. One healer was too demanding. So we just got to find out what the balance is and who he plays well with or they
Well,
play well with.
I'll tell you this: me and Nick were in a group, a 2-man group. It's Yur's group and another group, Cody's group, last night down at the bottom HC. I was with them the other night too when you guys weren't around, Gibo, when you had
Yeah.
logged, and they both groups they were perfectly fine having, like, one night there was 2 clerics in a group, didn't
Mhm.
matter, they were happy with it. The other night we had like we had a shaman and a cleric in a group, and the other group had a shaman, and they said that so there's nothing wrong with multiple healers. It just means that the fights take just a snap longer is all, but you're safer too. But it's like,
Yeah.
but that was interesting. We've been down, me and Ector last night. We're down in bottom HC again with these 2 groups, and I was going, oh man, I wish Evo could be here for this. It gets interesting down there.
I'd like to go down there one day.
It's really rough. I think it would be really slow and tedious and rough with one group. With 2 groups, it moves pretty smoothly. But good news, Gibo. I had 24, so I can 50% res now.
I'm kind of overachieving.
I'm trying. I actually didn't hit 24 last night. Yeah, I overshot him. He's like a bubble behind me now. He's almost to 24 though.
Kibo 25 yet?
No.
I thought you did hit 25.
No.
Almost a week without me, and you can get 25.
I only played twice last week, dude.
Yeah.
What do you guys play?
I have a Dire Lord.
Nice.
And pretty soon it'll be able to transform into a druid.
I'm still gonna keep the Dire Lord for the Tuesday and Friday streams, but all the in between no life, I'll stream the druid.
So I guess the real question is then, once you get the druid caught up, are you gonna stick with the druid then?
No, I'll still with our main stream team. I will keep the Dire
I have
Lord.
a 20-some Dire Lord.
But Mugen said he would replace me when we got up to level, so
Oh, and then
we'll see how it goes. Because remember,
then we
Gator
also
can
got-
only play on Fridays and Saturdays.
but then Sneaky's been working on his warrior too. He has an ogre warrior that tanks pretty decently. I was with at the port one time too.
Yeah, but Sneaky can only play 1 day a week too, or 2 days a week.
Hello,
and that's
hello.
usually on the weekend.
Hey guys, by the way, I'm here with some guys from
Mugen can no
Nathan
life be
Napalm's
worthless.
guild. I just I did push
If you
to
didn't
talk.
figure it out, Slay. These are a couple of guys I usually group with. We go out running stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, it's definitely nice to meet you guys. I was just kind of musing earlier. I'm kind of at the mercy of just whoever's on. I kind of just hit the stream, and I don't really have like a big network outside of, just kind of just being on Stormona randomly. So Yeah, it's always cool to meet other people from the server.
He's about our same age range and old skins experience, so seems like a lot of people are.
Hey, Gibo, how's it going? Thank you for the
A
follow.
lot of the kids these days seem like they're so hellbound and getting to max level fast and high speed, high fast, high endorphin action and satisfaction right away that they don't like these kind of games. That
Well,
you
the
take
ones that
off.
actually give it a try seem to like it because of the
Mhm.
slower pace, and then things feel more enjoyable when you actually
Yeah,
feel like you earned it instead of being handed to you every 5
Exactly.
seconds.
I've
yeah,
said it before
exactly.
and I'll say it again. My biggest complaint with World of Warcraft was that they always trivialized my achievements, because I would work real hard for an achievement and like a month or two later it was just, oh hey, we're gonna let everybody do this and this, and it gets handed to people because they want to make everybody happy. Oh, one thing to be aware of with these bats here, it's like they will do something called a sonic screen. When they do that, it reduces your chance to hit them by a significant amount. So it's sometimes easier just to, especially when you're first starting to fight them, wait for that debuff to drop off before you use your abilities, because they'll just miss otherwise.
I gotcha. And yeah, thank you for the follow, Gibo. I appreciate it.
Yep.
This is crazy. I actually have like deja vu. I don't know why. I'm just in Eastern Plains killing stuff, talking to people.
It's going back to Everquest days when we were in KFC, something like that.
Yeah. Well, another thing I was going to say, we were talking about Final Fantasy 14 earlier. That's exactly what they did. Like, they started removing achievements and they wanted to just make everyone kind of equal. They don't want to hurt people's feelings that are more casual versus the more hardcore people. And yeah, everything just became kind of homogenized, as you said.
Well, as years have gone by, games have wanted to add more and more quality of life stuff to make it more easier for the casual player, and games have just been catering to that over and over again. I liked what the original, if you remember, there was a phrase they used in original
Oh,
EverQuest
hey,
that I really
Rory. How's it
appreciated.
going?
They
Thank you
said,
so
"You're
much
in
for
our world now."
the super chat, man. I
Was the
really
phrase I
appreciate
believe
it.
they
Wow.
used,
Thank
and I was like,
Thank you, Rory.
"Yeah."
I really
These days,
appreciate
it's
it.
like,
Yeah, I'm hanging
"How
out
would
with
you
these
like your world?"
guys.
Rather than
Chauni,
"You're in our
Gibo,
world
and,
now."
and Mujin. Yeah, Chauny's giving me kind of a grand tour. Hey, I'm not sure what his name in the game is. Do you guys know Rory Ramshot? I think he's got a Barbas, the Shadow, or not Shadow Knight, but Dire Lord.
The name Barbas sounds familiar. I've seen him around here and there, but not Rory.
Oh, okay. He just popped in and said, "Looks like you met a few of my guildies." Super nice guy. I played with him a lot lately.
Yeah, I haven't played with him much or anything, but I've seen him around, yeah. It's what's funny is that the people I play with tend to be the more,
Thanks, Rory. I
I don't
really
want to say
appreciate
sociable,
you.
not
This
necessarily
this is
social, they
great.
just get in Discord and don't have a problem listening or talking or chatting or
I
being
enabled Push
social.
to talk because I
Those are
didn't
the
want
people I
to.
tend to play with a lot more. Like, there's
I
probably
struggle to
5 million
manage
people
like a
in
bunch of
April guild,
different
but the people I play with are the people that
systems
I
all
talk
at
to in
once.
Discord and
Dude,
interact with
thank you so much.
and
That's
get to
very
know.
generous of you. How are you doing today, sir? How are you doing today?
See, this is not real fast experience, but it's steady.
Oh, this
So
is
watch it.
amazing compared to what I was getting.
Well, yeah, that's another reason because you're 16 or 17. So these guys are probably giving you crazy amounts of experience.
Hey Slay. Looks like you found a few
Oi.
of my guildie.
So Gibo, you have any plans to do anything tonight?
This evening probably here in about an hour. I gotta
The
go.
text to voice is
Our
so
senior
funny.
citizens had a
Thank you, Rory.
Valentine's dance last
And
night.
hey,
I
Gibo,
volunteered
welcome
go
to
clean up
YouTube as well.
after today here in about
Oh,
an
that was
hour.
nice of you.
I didn't want to interrupt you guys. I didn't want
Yeah,
to
I usually
interrupt the
have
flow,
family
so I
stuff
just
going on
enabled Push to
Sundays and
talk
play
because
more at
It's gonna
night.
be tough
Oh, I
talking to
checked
people
out.
and then also
I made
trying to
sure my
talk to the
Enshrouded
guys
server
on
was up to
Discord.
date and logged into it just to be sure everything was running smoothly, and everything was still there and running, no problem. So if you get an itch, or if whenever you ever get an itch, it's there. So I looked at the updates for it, and they added so much to that. The building, there's so much. If you ever get a chance to look at it, Enshrouded is amazing. It's more of a fantasy survival, but it is crazy amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, so I do own it. I played maybe like 10 to 15 hours. Yeah, it's certainly on my radar.
It's much more fun when you do it with people, or because I host a server. I pay for a game hosting service, and I pay for it's like only like $20 for every 3 months or so. So what I do is I'll just go in there and I'll choose a game and I'll say, hey, I want to run this one, and if we stop playing it for a long time, I'll shut it down. But with this one, this new I played Enshrouded when it first came out, and I enjoyed it a lot. But then it hit we hit the end game and there wasn't anything to do because they didn't have a lot of content. But they've since recently added a lot of content, a lot of new stuff, crazy building options, all kinds of stuff, and so
You
I
guys let me
started a
know how the
server up
volume
about
is.
6
If
months
someone's
ago, and
too
I've been
low
leaving
or
it up and
high,
running,
let
just
me know
playing
and
it
I
when
can
it
adjust
moved.
it.
But yeah, Gibo, I was looking at the update with the recent update.
Mhm.
They added so much building stuff and thing that you can do in that game. Oh, it's nuts.
I watched
You
it the
leveled up
other
to
day. I was
18 a
like,
couple
wow,
days
and
ago.
they got
That's
a
awesome,
lot
Rory.
coming out for the
Congrats.
whole year.
So
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like
a
halfway to
tremendous
18.
amount. So I'm gonna
But
keep that server up and
I don't
running
know if
because
that'll be today, but I'd certainly love to
I got
get
my
there.
character maxed out and everything, but I haven't
I got
explored
my spells in the bag. I got everything. I'm pretty much
all the
ready.
stuff on the map yet.
Hopefully we can link up
I
again
don't know if you
sometime.
can transfer your characters
That
that
was a
you
lot
You
of
can.
fun.
have, or if you got to
can.
start over on there.
The characters in Enshroud are like the ones in Valheim.
Yeah,
Everything
You
sounds good. Thank you. Thank you.
you can go take your character to another map and play it on another map or another server. So you can, yeah.
nice.
The only
That's why I was
thing
saying.
I don't like about Enshrouded is like the characters just look like very tiny. Like they're kind of
Yeah, they look like you're playing
disproportionate.
dwarves.
I don't know if they
They look like
fixed that.
no, they look when I started playing it again, I agree. They look like they're playing dwarves. It's weird. They're like small people. I mean, I don't got nothing against that, but I didn't
Yeah.
want to be this dumpy little short person. I got used to it, but I was like, what the heck? But this camp up here, I was going to show you, Slay, is one of those. I call them Wendigos, just as a joke. But they're got those people I was talking about with the masks in them. But it also has a couple spots where boxes can spawn for supply crates and stuff you can pick up. And they don't mind you pillage their crate.
What are you up to today, Rory? Are you also on this server as well? That'd be a nice way to link up outside the game, because I was just telling these guys it's tough sometimes to like I'm just kind of at the mercy of whoever's on when I start up the stream. So it's kind of nice to like link up with people from the community.
We just quit out. It was about time when people needed to cut out for the night, and we got out. And I'm like, heck, dude, why didn't you hit 24 yet? I could have sworn you were gonna hit 24 before me in there. And he's like, nah. He's like, a couple more monsters and I would have hit it, but everything. But we were leaving, and Cody and Earth were like, dude, you should have said something. We would have stayed to get to your level first. So here's the
Wow.
guys I was talking about.
Yeah, I see them.
They're nice guys. Just don't swing your weapon at them.
I'm sure they're
They
only
like-
nice for a little bit. If we kill a couple, and faction takes a hit.
I don't doubt that. But a lot of times I'll just run around through these tents looking to see if there's any supply crates laying around.
Yeah, that's actually really cool.
And I'll show you some gnolls here. Well, I'm not sure if we want to go to gnolls.
Yeah, see, I like that.
Look at you once and eat you alive. Gnolls look like the werewolves, but with shorter tails. To some degree.
Yeah, it's some nice
I'm just
variety.
meandering through the tents here looking for a chest.
Kind of reminds me of the cannibals from the forest.
Yeah, I know, right?
see
Yeah, I don't
something
think there's any
here.
chests right now. Are they interesting? The way the treasure chests work in here, from what I've been told, is that once you loot one, then another one can pop up at another location. So it's beneficial for people to go looking for them and picking them up as often as possible, so more of them can pop up. For a while, people were keeping them under wraps, going, "Oh, let's not tell anybody," and we're like, "No,
Oh,
it's good to have
Kirby's
more of 'em
also
pop up so you get
streaming.
more
Shout out to
schematics on the
Kirby.
market,
I didn't even
and people
realize.
can make more stuff and get more items." Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much going on. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit
Alright, run back to you.
distracted.
I haven't found any in here.
Roy says, do you normally play Sundays? Yeah, sometimes, like Sunday mornings. I've had kind of a busy weekend. Like yesterday, we went to a festival, so I was kind of busy. And I just really wanted to stream. I try to do it at least like once or twice a week, honestly.
Boy,
I really haven't had
it's
much
kind of good we
time.
didn't do anything evil in the last few days, because Thursday morning I
I need to
started
learn
picking up the
Eastern
same
Plains. Have not
sickness, and
explored it yet.
my family
Yeah,
picked up a stomach flu,
this is my first
and
time.
oh, that is so bad.
This is my
I
first
was
time, Rory.
yeah, so come up this
I
way.
don't think I'll be
You
here
go
for a
that way.
while.
You're going away from the lake there. You're gonna run into some knolls and stuff out here. I'll show you what I mean if we come this way.
Okay.
See, there's a rafter. That thing's probably red as red to you. Well, no, it's blue to me. It might be yellow to you.
It's red.
Oh, okay. I'll show what he's like just so I can hear.
Yeah, it's a nice break from the Lost Orcs, but I kind of feel like I should stay there for a
Left.
little while. But man, that's great. Congrats on 18. I think that's a nice sweet spot for clerics as well. Like that's kind of what I'm striving for the most.
So you gotta be really careful of these guys.
Okay.
First time I came over here, I saw these guys like, oh my gosh, and then I saw the duck-billed dinosaurs, and I'm like, dang!
Yeah, that's awesome. Like so much variety out here, you know.
Yeah, you use the orcs and the humanoid back and throw them fast and stuff. And you come out here, it's like, whoa!
Yeah, that's kind of cool that they have so many enemy types. I was planning on doing the orcs until 19 or 20. Me too, Rory. Me too. There's like so much money and loot to be had there.
Is it some kind of giant?
I still want to get all the loot out of there.
Making weird sounds like you going. Oh, and these guys are made out of frog meat too, by the way.
Nice. Are there any frogs in the zone actually, or is this just a meme?
I haven't seen any. I think they're just placeholders for when they do put regular meat in them. So down the hill here, there's going to be, so we're going to start getting near the Knoll Mountain. Do you see, if you look in the distance toward the south there, you'll start to see where the Knoll Mountain is there.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, one cool thing is,
looking at us weird.
So we could be down here for a while,
taking a rest on my land?
But whenever you look up, there's all these other zones and all these other possibilities.
But the knolls,
it's great.
Quite vicious. I wouldn't even try to solo one right now without having some backup. Let's go back to the lake.
Yeah, no worries. One thing one thing I tend to do is just like find a spot that works and just milk it as long as I can for a while. Just like I was planning to do Lost Orcs probably till 19 or 20. So this is a fun detour.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, that's what I did. I just would sit LFG while I was soloing Orcs until I could get a group.
Man, look at the light. I love that. The light looks so good.
But see, there's the way, and just so you understand, if you look at the island, it looks almost like a battleship. You got the one end that's bigger with the big old thing sticking out the top, and the front end pointing that direction. You see what I mean?
Yeah, maybe it is a
So-
petrified one from time long
well,
gone.
the way you can tell that where the town is look what the direction the ship's pointing. It's directly west, back up the hill.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I don't
that's
see the
awesome.
chest over there. I don't know if it was spawned. We can swim back over and check for the chest again.
But yeah, so
take a break.
I do try, Rory, to kind of play in maybe like 3-hour increments whenever I can. I just, yeah, it's been a little busy. So yeah, I try to do at least 3 hours
So,
here and
Gibo,
there.
you got anything planned out where you want to go tonight? Or did he take off already?
I think he might have stepped away. I think he's still here, but stepped away. He's still in the
Oh
Discord.
man, Rory, thank you for the other super chat. Holy crap, dude, that's very generous of you. You don't have to. How are the cats doing? I see Iranon is hanging out today. Yeah, that's her usual
Did you
spot.
guys do ice orcs? Or
She hangs out
Orcs?
outside the door.
When Gibo was around, that night we did do ice works. Yes.
She
were
just
able to
hangs
get
out
up
the
there,
door
sit under the
crying
fire
until I
and do ice works.
let her
We
in.
had to
But
figure
yeah,
out some of
she's
their
here.
abilities, 'cause there's one
You're
guy
a fellow
that is,
cat fan as well.
I think it was the scouts or something. You had to figure out which abilities to interrupt because scout has this ability called skewer, and
Let me see if I
this-
can
you
find
would
the
believe
other
this
one.
later.
The other one's a little bit
this,
mean.
This orc, they use an ability called skewer, killed me in one hit. Just turn around, just boom, just like a spear right through the gut. And
Sounds rough. Yeah, that's
it
crazy.
was. Then there's this one called the Lookout. I think it was called Lookout. He would do this thing where he'd toss caltrops on someone, the family group members, and then he would immediately follow up with one other ability, and then he would.
You
do an
mentioned you had
explosion around
cats
him
too,
that did
didn't
AoE
you,
damage.
Rory?
And if you were too
Yeah, I
close
love
to it,
cats, man.
it could
Cats
kill
are
you.
sweet. Let me see
So
if
I
my
had to
other
be
one
sure
is
that the
is
Gibo
around.
had a shield on him, and we stayed far enough away, and everybody was planned on it, so you knew when to interrupt. Because if you didn't interrupt that explosion, there's a lot of damage going out. But getting used to the acclimation.
Trying to see if I can find my
stuff
other
is
cat.
interesting, too.
I don't see her.
Because I don't know if you knew about it, Slade, but you can get these runes. If you do this quest, you can do this quest to get be able to buy runes to put on your armor to be resistant to cold or.
But dude,
toxic
thank you
stuff.
so much, Rory.
And when you do that, you can put some cold runes on your armor, so that you're more resistant to the cold. But as you're going through the harsh environments, you build up a tolerance. You build up a tolerance to it while you're there, and you can build up to a 10 tolerance, and then you don't get hypothermia nearly as bad.
How are
and
the
stuff,
cats
but
doing?
it builds
I
up
see
every time you
Iranon
go
is
up there.
hanging out today.
You're able to build up that tolerance faster. You become acclimated to the zone while you're up there. It's an interesting mechanic I've never
Come on,
seen
baby.
before.
Come on down here. Yeah, I've heard this quest is necessary if you want to venture to that cold area. But I haven't looked
Yeah.
into it yet.
It's a guy that used. It's a good quest to do. It's a
baby.
quest you pick up from a guy named the Scribe, as you're going through the zone from Throne Pass to AVP. He's on the left hand side as you come through into the Scribe. You get the quest from him, and he has.
I think
the
I
first
might
stage of the
actually
quest-
have it.
The first stage of quest is to get a quill from geologist or geomancer goblins in the Goblin Caves. And once you do that first stage of the quest, you can buy the runes from him.
Yeah, I believe I have it. It's called an enchanted quill from the
That's the one.
scribe, right? Yeah.
Yep, you got to get the quill from the geomancer goblins down in the bottom of the Goblin Caves.
You had an American short-haired
Which isn't
cat
hard
like
to do. You
Iranon
can go down
growing
there
up.
and do
She
that.
was my favorite cat. She
But,
was so loving to me. Oh, that's
So
sweet.
then it unlocks
That's
the
how
ability
this
to buy the
cat
runes
is.
from him.
Yeah. You're
And
very
then you
welcome.
can-
I like to
then you
support
can-
streamers I
It's
enjoy.
interesting. You'll have a
Thank you so
a
much,
glyph
man.
pouch in your bags where you can put in what do you call it? Glyphs on your armor. And
Yeah,
then you
so-
take those glyphs off when you want and put different ones on. So like I've got a set of cold and toxic glyphs right now. The toxic ones you don't use; they're not usable for anything yet because that's in like that's for areas that have like poisonous environments and stuff.
Yeah.
But
So
the cold one definitely useful right now.
yeah, Iranon was abandoned in my neighborhood, so she just kind of kept coming around, and I ended up taking her in. I took her to the vet just to make sure all her stuff is good, and
Supplies that chest hasn't respawned yet.
and come to find out, she's microchipped to another lady, and it turned into this whole thing. I think they just left her. She's very loving, but yeah, she's my cat now. I really like her a lot. My girlfriend really likes her. She's great. So we have 3 cats. You've never seen the third one.
That's funny.
The gray
That's why I was
cat
like, last
sometimes
time I
hangs
streamed
out
it,
in
I
her
see him talking,
spot,
I'm like, oh yeah, he's using the push to talk.
but the gray cat, the gray cat is really mean. Yeah, sorry. Like some people came in, and I didn't want to like kill the flow. You guys were all
No,
chatting, and
it's
you know,
quite right. It's quite all right. It's quite all right. I just maybe kind of do a double take.
I
Like,
I
oh
wasn't
yeah.
sure if you guys just wanted to sit here and like hear me like talking to people.
No, I get it. It's no big deal. But yeah, that's pretty much the 360 tour for at least for now. We're here in EP. You got showed you around the lake and the town up there and this little island here, and
You'll need
anything
to
beyond this right now would
complete
be
that
kind
quill
of deadly.
quest. Maybe we could complete it sometime. I would love to complete it,
But it gets very
actually.
interesting.
And I think between you and I, we could kill the elite mobs. Let me ask these guys. But yeah, I think I would need to. I don't know if I could do it alone, especially if we get ads. So for the quill quest in the goblin area, you could theoretically duo that with a tank probably, right? Just kind of go down there, get whatever you need to get, and I'm assuming you have to kill like the elite level spiders and goblins in those caves until you find it. Is that sort of what that
Right, yeah.
entails?
What it does is the quill drops off almost 100% of the time off the geomancer goblins down at the bottom. And
Yeah, so I think we
you
could
can
do
get
it,
to
Rory.
those geomancer ones easier.
Let's
You remember
plan that
there's 2
adventure.
entrances to the goblin caves. The lower entrance gets to them a lot faster, but they're almost 100% drop rate. So if you go in there with a group or with, I think you could they're probably grade you at this point. You could probably walk in there, but problem is they're social, and they're a chevron social. They're group mobs, so it would be good to go in there with somebody with either somebody that's significantly higher or with a small group or something like that to go get that. But they're almost 100% drop chance off the geomancer
That's cool.
goblins in there.
Yeah, I'd love to do it. I want to check out that ice area. I have a love for like ice and snow and kind of cold climates.
Just
So
be careful because those guys are like low to mid 20s up there. it's a higher level area than EP is out here for the most part. So it's deadly out there. Even the little piggies out there are deadly. Spiders too, especially.
the gray cat Howard was pretty chill a couple streams ago. Yeah,
What'd you do with the Givo?
she's really nice when
Walk the
she's
Givo and he ran away from you?
relaxing on the chair, but
Thought he was
has a
with
different
you.
personality. She's very mean.
No, I'm just out here with Slayheim, just soloing around in Eastern Plains. I'm just showing him around the place.
Yeah,
You were the last one to talk to him, so you must have scared him off.
Probably.
no, I think this is a logical next stop after the Lost Orcs.
Well, like I said, this area is good for about level 20 plus. Doing soloing out here, and you'll start being able to get groups and stuff around that area for level 20 plus.
Actually, I'm curious, like, how many people are in this zone versus, like, some of the other zones? Let me see. Oh, yeah, so...
But anyway, I think I'm going to head on out if you're ready to go.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure how much time you had. I got about another hour or so, but I'm happy to return back to the Lost Orcs, because I'm not sure I could handle this right now. I think I need at least level 18.
I think these guys here, you start doing like late teens, like 18, 19. You're pretty close to handling these guys just fine. But now you know how to get out here too. Plus,
Yeah.
like I said, check out the shalazam.info. They got their map got updated, and it'll show you the route. It's gonna be easier to follow the route to get out here.
Okay.
Now that you know where you're going.
Yeah. Well, man,
Where you bound at?
thank you so much. Like this was really great. I appreciate you taking the time. I have never been out
Oh,
here
no
before, so and that shortcut was pretty cool too, to find. So yeah, it was great and great to meet all of you guys as well. Hopefully we can link up. It's just I'm kind of low level, I guess, compared to you guys. So
Well,
well, one day.
It's perspective. You're high level to some, low level to others.
You, buddy.
One day maybe if you need like a extra body in a raid or something.
Sure.
So are you bound in
Oh yeah.
at HC or?
So I think I'm bound in like Throne Fast actually.
Oh, is that as a running back's going to take another? We can run back if you want, but it's going to take another 15-20 minutes.
No, don't worry about it. I think I'll just hang out, sell some stuff, just kind of see what's around. Yeah, don't worry. Do your thing.
Okay, just be careful because the critters here are not nice, especially at your level. That's why I was saying, asking which level where you're bound at, so you can slash stuck out.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank God they haven't fixed /stuck yet. That's kind of been my thing. They need to add a gate spell. That would be cool for casters, but yeah.
I'm glad they didn't have fix stuck. It's like having a Hearthstone in WoW or something. At least you can go
Yeah.
back to that.
Does she ever try to fight with the other
I
cats?
think they left it alone until
Sometimes,
they decide
yeah.
what they want to do.
I can hop on if you want to do orcs.
Yeah.
I'm down to do orcs for like an hour or so. That'll be
That's
fun.
why they're not cracking down on people using it.
Oh, let me just do /stuck now.
Alright, well, I'm going to do the family thing. I'll talk to you guys later.
I'd see you, Shawnee.
Okay. See ya, Shawnee. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna just kind of maybe sell and run back. I think I've seen Severin before as well. And see, this is one of those things, so nice. It's like such a different vibe than compared to where we were. Well, alright, gents, I'm gonna hop off as well. It was really nice to meet you guys. I gotta try to focus on the stream. Whenever, like, a bunch of stuff is happening all at once, I struggle to kind of... People are talking on one end and another end. It's a lot, but thanks for hanging out with me, guys.
Yep. You have a good day, buddy.
See you later.
You too. See you guys. All right. Well, here we are now. So Rory, yeah, thanks for hanging out. I do have about an hour, so I think what I want to do is I'm gonna bank some of this stuff just so I have enough room. I wish they had an auto stack feature. Skin of milk is okay. Let me just kind of sell some of this stuff here and just kind of move on. And then I'll make my way over there. If you feel like jumping in voice chat, you can as well. That's always a thing. Wolf blood. Man, I'm embarrassed to sell a lot of this on stream, but like my bank slots are pretty much full. And it's so funny, my girl is streaming Valheim. Let's see. Leave group. Alright, so I'm gonna deposit this money and just kinda hang back. But how's your weekend been otherwise, Rory? Sorry, I was really distracted earlier. Just kind of trying to talk to everybody all at once. Did you have a good weekend? Did you enjoy the Super Bowl or whatever last Was it last week? Yeah. Hopefully everyone's good that's hanging out. So I gained pretty much like almost 2 yellows, so that was really nice. 4 yellows to go. Not too bad. Gonna make my way back over there. I do like the lighting update, I wanted to say. However, the water update kind of sucks. While you're hopping on, let me hit the restroom, grab a drink, and I'll be back. We'll do a nice group session. It'll be great. So, give me just a second, guys. I'll be right back. Don't you dare go anywhere. The action is gonna continue. Oh man, evil juju. No, it's great. I'm gonna hang out for a little bit. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I need to run back anyway and just kind of get set up. How are you doing, sir? I really like the name, Evil Juju. I always use the term bad juju. Thank you very much. You can try to set up voice chat for next time. I need to get hooked up to Discord. No worries. You know, I was thinking... It's a nice way, like, outside the game to kind of keep up. I need to get better about that, like I have a very small Discord channel and whatnot, but I was telling these guys, I'm at just the mercy of whoever's on in the game, whoever can see the stream. I kind of just have to leave LFG enabled and pretty much, you know, just kind of hope for a group, but it is nice to have a partner in any capacity. But yeah, so Rory, we need to get that on our radar. You're a tank that's close to my level. I'm going to be your pocket healer. We need to figure out this enchanted quill stuff and go on an adventure. I think we might be able to get 1 or 2 to help out. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, and I'm really excited. Evil Juju says, yeah, go do your thing. I'll be here. No worries. Let me at least zone into AVP. Are you a fellow Pantheon enjoyer as well? And then, yeah, like to answer your earlier question, do I usually play on Sundays? Yeah, it just depends. Like if I wake up early enough, I like doing morning sessions. My best time, my best energy is in the morning. I just feel like as the day goes on and, you know, I don't have my best energy. All right. Yeah, let's at least zone into AVP, and I gotta make my way over there, because that's where everything is for me. Lost Orcs, baby. And last time, it was great. I barely had to heal. I could just focus on all my Cleric stuff. So really, really nice to play with someone as well. I have to give Gibo and Mugen a follow as well. I could do that. I'm very flexible as I am a single man off on weekends. That's wonderful. Enjoy it. Enjoy your freedom. Yeah, it's fun. The biggest thing for this is, so my girlfriend she is also so we play Valheim together. We play Pal World. I'm planning to play Enshrouded as well. She doesn't like MMORPGs. She doesn't like games that are too grindy. She likes like a true co-op. This can be co-op, but there's so much other stuff going on. I think it's gonna grow on her. I'm planning to get her into Monsters and Memories, but like she's not into like other people in the world doing stuff, and like she likes it to be like a true co-op. So she's actually playing Valheim right now, and we're gonna play after. So I have exactly one more hour A little more, a little less. It just kind of depends. I try to do 3-hour sessions and then like do some of the other stuff. So yeah, this guy right here, I think this is the guy that drops the or has the quest for the quill. But guys, give me just a moment. I'm gonna run and grab a drink. I'll be right back, and I will see you in a little bit. So give me just a sec. But yeah, I'd love to coordinate. I'd love to coordinate some action. All right. Okay. Right. Okay, so here we are. I'm back. How's everybody doing? Hey, Aaron. Hey, Aaron. Come on. Come here. Come here. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. So, guys, Curvy's cat had some kind of condition where, her teeth were, she has some kind of disease for her teeth, and she had like, basically her whole mouth was swollen and her tongue was sticking out. So she had to have surgery to remove her teeth. It was very expensive, but you know, it is what it is. We wanted to do it. And so we've been kind of neglecting the other cats. So Iranon feels a little bit neglected, I think. She really wants to, I don't know, she's been really sweet, and I feel bad. I haven't been giving her as much attention as I should. So she's been really kind of you know, not sad, but you know, a cat can really, you can just tell, I guess, depending on the. All right, we can meet in the valley. Just head there when you get back. No worries, no worries. I'm heading there now, my friend. Thank you so much too. Thanks for being flexible, being eager to play. That's great. So, you know, the graphics certainly look smoother, I guess. That's kind of the word that I would choose to describe it. You know what? Let's just cut right through. Let's just cut right through. Unless I'm totally lost. Oh. There's there's a supply crate. Wow, look at that. Interesting. Oh, she's pushing against my... If my mouse jerks, it's because she's pushing up against my hand. You know, I'll be honest, I'm not even sure I know where I'm going. I think I need to go this way. Oh, there's the bolt guy. That's somebody I want to avoid. I hear the stories, but I don't want to learn. I don't want to be part of those stories. Ah, can't see, baby. I think I'm on the right track. I'm suddenly turned around here. Go ahead and keep this up here. 4 more yellows to go, my friends. A bunch of bears out here. I'm gonna swing through this way. I think this might be Hallnir, right? Is this... It might be past the next hill. That's kind of my baseline. Find Hallnir, then head out into that lake area, I guess. Hey, Evil Juju, how is this game? I'm a long-time MMO player. Nice, nice. What MMOs did you play? Or did you play like a specific one? Or just curious. Been holding off. Now I'm starting to take a closer look. So, hey, I will say my perspective is a little bit different than most, but for me, so I played Everquest. I played the original Everquest. I played up until about Omens of War, or like Depths of Dark Hollow or so. I played a rogue, a monk, and I also played World of Warcraft as well, like Classic, and Final Fantasy XIV. So those are basically like my MMOs of choice, I suppose. And yeah, like I really love Brad McQuaid. I love the vision. So I was really looking forward to this game, but I was kind of taking everything with a grain of salt, you know? So I wasn't like following every little snippet and backing the game and whatnot. And then it had kind of a turbulent development cycle, you know? They've had a lot of setbacks, a lot of stuff. But basically, to answer your question, I love the game. The grouping, it's one of those things, you kind of have to try it for yourself and see. The grouping aspect is what really saved it for me. So whenever I first logged in, I didn't like the game. Like, I didn't like the art style. And so I kind of logged off after 2 or 3 minutes. I wasn't sure. It wasn't even that. And then I logged on again, and I was like, I don't know. But then I convinced a friend of mine to play it with me. And something just clicked, you know? And I'm kind of hooked now. So I do like the game. I like the game a lot. I'm playing a Cleric, and you're about to see some nice duo action here. We're going to be farming with my friend Barbas here, also known as Rory. we're gonna be farming these lost orcs. Wait, I'm turned around again. It's this way. That's right. So I have more viewing distance, actually. That's what kind of threw me off. I can see the cliffs in the distance a lot better. All of them since Lineage 2. I tend to like monk class hybrid classes. Yeah, the monk class in this game is pretty badass. Very reminiscent of Everquest. One thing I tell people is you could try it on Steam, and if you don't like it, you can refund it, I think, within like 14 days or 2 hours of playtime or whatnot. I think. Okay, so I gotta find Barbas here. He's already inside the valley, it looks like. So I am going to just kind of push through here. Everything is fully spawned. I'm actually being very bold. I don't typically do this kind of thing. There's a little compass arrow thing that kind of shows you the direction where someone is. Man, he is deep in there. This is a really interesting sort of open area with a lot of orcs. They drop really good loot, good money, good materials. I don't see him. I think he's running as well towards me. We might just be able to do multiples. I kind of see someone over there. I don't think it's him though. Or is it? We're playing hide and seek here. There we are. Hello, my friend. Nice to see you again. Shout out to Barbas. I did the wave as well. Let's buff up. Let's do this. Let's get right to business. I'm gonna also buff. Man, it would be so nice if like Cleric spells could just hit the whole group, you know? Oh, I see you're using those axes I gave you. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Look at those axes, right? Look at those axes. Is that right? Is that right? All right. So I pretty much don't have to worry about much. Last time I was barely even healing. Just gonna keep up with. Oh, these are the shamans, yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna do a nice little session here. Get some nice XP. And by the way, feel free to loot anything. Like, I honestly don't care about the loot that much. I just want the experience. I'm gonna get some of my mana back here in combat. so nice to see Kirby streaming. Oh, she ended up dying. She just got her loot back. Just playing Valheim, one of my favorite games. It's a game that we really love together. If you want them, you can have them. If you want anything, please have it. Yeah, so I'm planning to be here for a while until I get most of the loot out of here. Okay, so I will say my mana's a little bit low. I'm just gonna hang back and assist. We should just be okay. GG. Meditating up a little bit. And so last night we stayed up till like almost 2 o'clock in the morning. That's something I don't do these days. Just I'm feeling kind of tired. That's why I'm not sure how long I can go for. I wanted to play all day, but man, I gotta get some stuff done too. I just can't go hard like I used to. Yeah, it is a dream team for sure. When you have a good tank like that. Yeah, whenever you have a good tank. I mean, it doesn't get better than this because this basically is the party, you know. I'm gonna conserve my mana a little bit. Alright, mana's looking good. Mana's looking beautiful. Yeah, and it's nice. We pretty much have like infinite XP because we can just run around and kill. If we have a DPS, that would be amazing. We need like a rogue or something too, like a trio. That would be a lot of fun. Who's LFG? Maybe we can get a real group going. Summoner. Well, I don't want to say a real group. This is a real group, but like a true killing group with very little downtime. Maximum efficiency. Oh, we got a couple of timber wolves going. Pathing through us. They may not. Or a wizard, preferably. Yeah, it'd be nice. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just curious, because do you know what I realized? Like, people don't take the initiative sometimes. And so you'll have a bunch of people standing around looking for a group, but nobody will actually, you know, just kind of make the effort. Yeah, I got a little dicey there for a second, but I pretty much healed up. Okay, beautiful. Now it's just down to 1. Well, there we go. There's a summoner looking. Maybe I can reach out to them for some action. To get a little bit of mana back. Yeah, let's do it. Well, why not? Let's really speed this up. That'll be fun. Killing orcs with a friend. I have about half an hour or so. More than welcome to join. 18 DL and 17 Cleric. If you want to add some awesome DPS. Actually, would you mind, Barbas? Because I gotta... Maybe you can... Oh, you actually are the leader. Anyway. So I'm not able to invite. I prefer if you were the leader anyway. Okay. I just asked them in a tell. I try to just ask first. Because you never know. Alright, where are we? Sorry, I was looking away for a second. So they didn't reply. They may or may not be interested. Maybe they want like a true group. So one thing I notice is like sometimes people, you just have to try your best. You know? there's not going to be the red carpet rolled out for you with a full group waiting to go. They just have one spot and everything's perfect. Sometimes you're just going to have to work for it, you know? Okay, have a good day. Nice to meet you and see you a bit later. Thank you, Gibo. As soon as this stream ends, I'm going to follow you as well on both YouTube and Twitch, so I appreciate it. Yeah, it was nice to hang out with you guys today and voice chat. That was fun. But have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Take care. And I will catch you around. I will catch you around. Thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I actually just checked to see if you guys were all in the chat still. But yeah. Yeah, always awesome to meet like fellow players and stuff. Yeah, take it easy, you know, and enjoy yourself. And maybe I'll see you around sometime in the stream. Okay, so he said he's heading that way. Mossclaw leather. He said he's heading this way. Sorry, Kirby's also streaming. I've motivated her to get back into it, by the way. I don't know if you guys like Valheim. It's one of my favorite games. We've had a great time together playing that game. It's kind of been my other true love besides MMOs, and yeah, Kirby's not really into MMOs, so that's kind of been my sweet compromise. So we'll play for a long time. Not sure. Let's invite them. Then we can see. Yeah, because I'm not the leader. Oh, I still have some coffee left. That's perfect. Yeah, it's always nice to hang out with others. Yeah, so it looks like he's gonna be coming from the east. Four more yellows. 4 more yellows. Yeah, everything's yellow, Barbas says, so yeah, still a good place for XP. It'll be good XP for a while. And I actually do like this camp a lot. Like I really do. Yeah, the only thing I do apologize, Barbas, is I do have to go in about 30 minutes. But I'm very happy to just rage, kill as much as we can. And then maybe we can plan out our next session, honestly. I'd love to plan out our next session. Also gonna follow him on Twitch. Sorry, I was checking my settings there. What ended up happening was I kind of had like a little, it's not really a side hustle, but I have like a temporary work gig that I committed to outside of my main work. And that's the reason why I haven't had as much time, you know? But yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, I'm really hoping I can coordinate something to where I can come on and just do a nice little session. Oh man, look at the light streaming through that cave. That's awesome. I didn't even realize there is a cave there. I never noticed this cave before. You can't go in yet. Oh, okay. Yeah, with Poke Human, we'll be able to kill even more rapidly. Oh, looks like there's another orc group out there. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, look at that. All right, let's do this. This is gonna be great. It's always better with more people, you know. Yeah, this is gonna be great. I wish I had more time, but yeah, it's sometimes you just gotta get it done. You know, I'll focus not on like nuking so much. Scariest crap as a squishy class. I got a little bit ambitious there. Sorry, I think I got a little bit ambitious. I'm gonna let Barbas focus on pulling. I think... Yeah, he can pretty much self-heal. So I'm just gonna let my heal over time do the trick. Yeah. You know, actually, I feel bad. I've been kind of a loot goblin. I just like immediately loot. I'm gonna let Poke Human try to get something out of this too. Um, I don't want to loot up too much, especially like runes or like crafting stuff. If anybody's ever watching, I always say this, like if you need something, just let me know, because I just vendor that stuff anyway. One of those things, I'm gonna try not to look at the XP bar. Just keep going. Sorry, Barbas. I'm taking some liberties here to pull. I shouldn't be doing that. And some of the lighting effects and stuff now are really, really nice. They did a fantastic job. This one's a blue. Uh-oh. He's going for the other one. Everquest used to have this thing where the lower that you were on health, the more you would get threat. I'm trying to land this like weakness on them to pull with. That way Barbas can do what he does best, which is tank. And I can get my free heal back. Just to keep it fast and efficient, you know. I don't mind taking on that responsibility, actually. I'm sure he doesn't mind because we have like a good synergy. Burn Fury hide gloves. I have the... I don't think so. I have some tanky ones, but not the leather ones. What are the stats? Yeah, I'm very curious. So actually, I need to change my spell. I think I need to remove... I want to get this Spark of Light or whatever it's called. So Luminous Surge actually is only 20 mana. 45. Which one was... Wait a second. Which one was... Yeah, so those gloves, agility and intellect. I mean, okay, yeah. Keep moving through the valley, lads. Let's keep moving through the valley. Whenever we get this one somewhat killed, I'm gonna pull this one. And then those guys will pretty much have them killed by... I wouldn't mind playing a monk that's like a puller, you know, in the game. I might have to like... Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Oh. There we go. That answers my question. The orcs are rich today. Yeah, so that's the hammer that I'm currently using. Yeah, I hope you guys are getting decent XP. I'm getting decent XP as well. No hope. That's a fitting name. Someone's like advertising reses and stuff. Man, guys, this is great. Always nice to like link up with people and just kind of go through like this. Have a nice party, have a nice group session. And this is great. I don't even have to heal. I can just focus on doing damage. I say we get that campfire, but I don't want to get too cocky, you know? Nice to have like a dedicated pet that's gonna stay on them too. Like I really want to try Summoner sometime. I think like if I ever go into another class, I think Summoner would be a lot of fun. Last of my coffee. Still so tired though. Still so tired. Yeah, I was medding a little bit. 3 yellows. Yeah, really don't want to, but heads up, I have to call it in about 5 mins. Don't want to, but gotta run some errands today. So like Tuesday nights are really good too, Barbas. Like Tuesday evenings. Whenever I get back from work. I worked nights most of my life, but currently on a day schedule. Yeah, I know the struggle. I know the struggle, man. It's tough. One thing that I like about nights is how, like, empty everything is when you're out and about. Um, like my town, it goes from being real busy to, like, dead empty at night. There's nothing. There's no nightlife. I'll tell you, maybe like off stream, if we're ever chatting, I'd love to get into the nitty gritty of the details. So some people don't care, but like, yeah, I don't want to talk about, like, I won't like throw your info out there or anything like that for the internet. But I'm always curious, like, what do people do and stuff like that. So many guys I've played with this game are older, and some, like, a lot of people have work from home jobs, a bunch of really nice gigs. You'll find it's not all it's cracked up to be. Yeah. But yeah, Barbas, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for the super chats too. That's very nice of you. I really appreciate that. That's not ever a thing, but man, it's great. It's great. We're almost monetized on YouTube, so that'll be nice just to kind of earn a little ad revenue on the side, you know. It's very inspiring. And if I get to the point where I can at least kind of pay for, like, I don't know, maybe like an editor or something, then I would like to stream more if I can, but like right now I just it's so tough with like work and everything, you know. But I mean, everybody does it, but I would like to at least, like, if a new game or something comes out, if a new game or something comes out, it would be really nice to be able to just like buy a game, not have to worry about, yeah, basically just everything fund itself back. That's kind of the dream, I think, of like most gamers. I don't imagine it'll ever turn into something. I'm like an old bald dude. You know, there's so many, like, well, I don't want to say it, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Let me buff everybody. I think I can buff the pet. Alright. Well, gents. Well, my friends, this is all the time that I have for today. I really appreciate the XP and the good times. Yeah, so I think what I'll do is I'm gonna camp out over here somewhere. Maybe like right here on this rock. Thank you. But yeah, Barbas, thank you very much for hanging out with me. I hope we can link up soon. We're gonna try to find something that works, and we can just get a nice good session like this. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the super chats. Like, man, I really appreciate you. That was very generous of you. Apologize, there was like so many people kind of talking back and forth. You know, you were asking me about the cats and stuff, but I love you guys very much. Thank you for everything. Hope we can play again soon. I am gonna get some stuff done. Kirby's playing some Valheim, so I might jump into that. I'm kind of trying to keep everything Pantheon. I don't want to kind of push off the Pantheon crowd. But if you're ever interested, we play Valheim, we play Pal World, we play a bunch of other stuff. So today was great. We met a couple good people. We got a tour of Eastern Plains with Chauni. We met a couple of the other guys there that they play with, so that was really nice. Linked up with Barbas. Like, it was just great. It was really fun. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for being here. I hope to see you again. I'm hoping I could play on Tuesday. Otherwise, it'll have to be like a Saturday, Sunday morning kind of session. That's just lately been my schedule. But thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and see you soon.